Good morning, Azeroth. It is the 20th of June 2025. Grab your morning beverage and welcome to the stream. Today we'll be going with Lorewalker Cho on the new Lorewalking adventures. One with Arthas, because you gotta have one with Arthas, and the Xalatath ethereal ones leading into the next patch. So for what will be the final regular GMA stream for the time being, let's get stuck in. Hope you're all doing well today. Well done on getting through the week. Take it steady, keep yourselves hydrated, enjoy your weekend. You've got this. Righty then. That said that this will be the last GMA for at least regularly scheduled for a good while. As I've been saying in other streams, things are going to have to change, just the reality of life and earning a living and such. I haven't quite made the grounds I want, and there's a lot of reasons for that, which I'll get into on a post once because I still intend to finish up Expedition 33. There's a lot of streams of that left, but need to make some changes in life as things behind the screen get a little more stressful and needing my immediate attention. But today, let us reminisce and gaze into the future with good old Cho. Oh, a little bit. Are you also taking a well-deserved break? There's nothing like catching up on some reading in the fresh air with a great view, but I would not mind some company. Would you care to hear a story?
Farewell.
Oh, Ali is sending visitors my way now. Oh, she is. But she is correct. The only thing I love more than gathering stories is telling them. Sit down. Let me share a tale with you. What is Lorewalking? Again, this is a new thing they're doing. Something that they can expand on repeatably in the future. So I'm very excited by what this means for the game. Especially getting folks who either haven't played in years or haven't played at all caught up with the game's stories. That's why you've got to do Arthas as well. What is Lorewalking? Lorewalking can mean many, many things, my friend. For me, it is the gathering of stories, the many versions of stories, often historical deeds of the heroes of Azeroth. Stories lost to history, stories so fragmented by time and space, they are difficult for most to piece together, he says, under the guise of, across different expansions you probably want to know. For you, it means hearing those stories. Ask me to tell you a tale, and I humbly believe it will be as though you are experiencing it yourself. What stories can you tell me? You get a little reward for each of these. A toy where Xalatath can whisper sweet nothings into your ear, a toy to turn you into an ethereal, and a toy to turn you into Ghost Arthas. We will start with the Lich King. Probably WoW's most famous story, stretching all the way back through Warcraft 3, through until Wrath of the Lich King, and even going all the way through until Shadowlands, in just how much it impacted the game. Let alone through Midnight, if Sylvanas' story does indeed come to an end there. Arthas Menethil. It is said that when he was born, the very forests of Lordaeron whispered his name. But did the forests of his youth know what he would eventually grow to become?
Every good story. I must warn you, friend. This is not a tale for the faint of heart. The Lich King. A figure so horrible that his very legacy defies remembrance. Perhaps we should recall instead the prince who had yet to become king. How does today find you?
The story of Arthas is one of tragedy and caution. He was the best of his people had to offer, and that set him on a path which destroyed both the future king and his kingdom. Who was he?
Jade Serpent guide you.
Ooh.
And so begins the tragic tale of Prince Arthas.
Oh, I like this.
Menethil.
There you are, lad.
Oh, more
We've
voice
been
acting.
waiting for you.
Ufa, it's lovely to see you.
The light shines upon us.
It's a big day, lad. We've got a parade of the troops, a visiting contingent from Ironforge, and I hear word your father, King Tyrannus will be here to oversee everything. It's days like today that you've been forged for, Arthas. Inspire your men. Prove yourself. Whip these troops back into shape. No doubt Muradin has been itching for a brawl as well.
For Lordaeron.
I don't know how long these things are, but... Can you hear in the background some of that remixed music as well? We're making use of Scarlet Monastery.
What are your
Train
orders?
some soldiers. Yes, my lord. Let's spar.
Be careful.
If this is a way for folks to level as well, from what I understand, you can speak to Cho in
Good to see you, Commander.
Stormwind, in Orgrimmar, in Dornogal, and you can access these stories and gain some XP as you go. I wish it got rid of the new bar there, because that's not going to make any sense.
What are your orders?
But I kind of want to get rid of that. There we go. Much better. Seemed a bit much.
Commander.
Boot these soldiers, Arthas.
See you around.
6 seems like 3 too many. Just in terms of initial feedback. Especially as I'm just hitting them in the head with this hammer.
All's quiet, Commander. See you later.
Now they all have the shield of Lordaeron as well. Some optional talking to people as well. So again, I'm going to have to assume and hope it is all fully voice acted. We may still have some of the feelings
Orders,
of
Commander. See
the
you
voice
around.
acting strike holding back, because I have to assume with Renzik and Gayara in the recent quests that those are because of the voice acting strikes that have been going on, and they didn't just want to recast people, which that's fair. To be bested by a paladin, the honour. Aye, that it is. Oh, wait a minute, what's this? Ask a question. Whoa!
Greetings.
Oh wow, you can ask for individual bits. Oh, that's awesome. Tell me more about Ufa the Lightbringer. Originally an accomplished knight, Ufa Lightbringer was one of 5 men who were trained by Archbishop Alonzus Fowl after the fall of Stormwind in the First War. In due time, those 5 candidates became the first Knights of the Silver Hand. Ufa was a hero of the Alliance of Lordaeron, an ally of King Tyrannus Menethil II, and young Arthas is Menethil's mentor as well. It was Ufa who helped train Arthas until he became a paladin of the Order himself.
Farewell.
Tell me about Arthas and Jaina. Ah, young love. Arthas met Jaina Proudmoore when they were still both young. Yet, over the years, they met again and again. He, a prince of Lordaeron, she, the daughter of Lord Admiral of Kultiras. Rank placed them as equals, but their love of life, of adventure, of knowledge, that was what brought them together. Perhaps, in another world, they would have stayed together. Would that this were a happier tale. But history has as much joy, its share of tragedy, as it does joyful moments. Blah.
Every good story needs a
Tell me
hero.
more about Muradin Bronzebeard. Muradin was one of the 3 Bronzebeard brothers. His eldest, Magni, was a dwarven king, while his youngest, Bran, eventually became a renowned explorer. During the Second War, Muradin served as liaison between the nations of Lordaeron and Khaz Modan, building a relationship with King Tyrannus and eventually becoming the official ambassador to Capital City. Although Ufa Lightbringer would one day teach Prince Arthas the ways of the paladin, it was Muradin who took Arthas under his wing and taught him how to fight in combat. The two were very close companions and friends throughout Arthas' childhood and into his adult years.
Tread lightly.
Thank you. Please continue your story.
Serpent guide you.
That's pretty seamless as well. Thinking about the story you're being told, invisible and immune to all damage. Where's Ufa and Jaina? I want to speak to them first. They're optional. Where is Jaina? Oh, in the garden over there. Oh, King Tyrannus is here as well with his old-ass model. Hey, he's not looking too bad, is King Tyrannus. Still has that proud face. But even with the old necklaces stuff, he looks fine.
Well met.
I can't speak with Ufa yet,
Chief Justice.
which means I assume I can't speak with Jenny yet either.
It's good to see you.
I'm sorry, you seem busy.
Back to...
Jaina, what are you doing here?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt
Oh,
your
Laura
training.
Bailey doing young
Why are you
Jada.
hiding away back here?
I didn't want to distract you. I just wanted a little break.
Oh,
They put too much pressure on you and Dalaran.
I could say the same for you. They expect so much of you.
Come visit.
What?
Come see me. My family and my kingdom. Take a real break.
You're right. I should. I will.
Care to stay longer today?
I can't, but... seeing you was enough. I
oh.
can't stay for long.
I like that they've got the voice acting in. Muradin! Oh, you're looking like your old, old Muradin. Like just about anyone in here, eh, lad? Ah, it's good to see you at Spa.
Show me what you've got. Ah, the princeling has some faith. Ah, good shot.
Oh, having a younger Jaina voice acted, having Muradin as well.
Uther trained you well, Arthas.
You do your order proud, boy.
And your kingdom as well.
Oh, Tyrannus voice acting.
Come, my son. We have much to attend to.
Even if that voice actor was still alive.
The light shines upon us.
I cannot no longer talk to
For
Uther.
Lorewalking.
Well done, my son. I heard the soldiers from all the way over here. Sounds like you gave them a lesson in humility, and the way you handled Muradin. But of course, you were born for this.
Go.
As both prince and paladin, Arthur's placed the future of his kingdom above all else. Then, one day, a terrible plague beset Lordaeron, one that turned its victims into the undead.
He's giving it the necessary. He's not like his usual jovial Cho self. He's giving it.
Eyes open, always be learning.
Again, if they can do this for untold
Having
lore
seen
characters,
the horrors afflicting his people, Arthur's believed it a mercy to spare them from such a fate.
oh, it's like the old dungeon. This is still in the Caverns of Time, I think.
Glad you could make it, Uther.
Oh, the old, the old Warcraft
Watch
dialogue.
your tone with me, boy. You may be the prince, but I'm still your superior as a paladin.
As if I could forget. Listen, Uther. There's something about the plague you should know.
A little too quiet, their voice audio here, but I feel like they're taking it directly.
We're too late. These people have all been infected. They may look fine now, but it's just a matter of time before they turn into the
What?
undead. This entire city must be purged.
How can you even consider that? There's got to be some other way.
Damn it, Uther. As your future king, I order you to purge this city.
You are not my king yet, boy. Nor would I obey that command even if you were.
Then I must consider this an act of treason.
Treason. You lost your
Just got a
mind,
big dumb
Arthas.
smile on my face.
Lord Uther, by my right of succession and the sovereignty of my crown, I hereby relieve you of your command and suspend your paladins from service.
Arthas, you can't just...
It's done. Those of you who have the will to save this land, follow me. The rest of you, get out of my sight.
just crossed a terrible threshold, Arthas.
Jaina?
I'm sorry, Arthas. I can't watch you do this.
Seems like Laura's video was re-recorded. It's like twice as loud. Witness the culling of Strathholm. Oh, I wonder if Cho has any more.
Hello.
He does.
Take position here, and I will lead a small force inside Strathholm to begin
So yeah,
the
in
culling.
each section he has
We
new
must
stuff to say.
contain and purge the infected for the sake
Tell
of
me
all
more
of
about the
Lorewalking.
undead plague. Plague of undeath, source of much pain and suffering. It rose to prominence as a weapon during the Third War. The Lich King spreads the disease to the human settlements of Lordaeron via shipments of tainted grain. Those who consumed the grain would then become infected, and after their death would rise again as cursed undead. But it was far worse than that. As undead, these feral zombies could then be controlled by the Lich King, becoming part of his army a monstrous scourge. Mindless and with no memory of their former lives, they razed Lordaeron, killing anything that stood in their path, including former friends and loved ones.
Farewell.
Strathholm itself. Strathholm was the second largest city in the Kingdom of Lordaeron. It was where the Order of the Silver Hand was initially founded. It was an important town, both due to its size and its position as a port city. It was also the city closest to the Elven Kingdom of Quel'Thalas. Unfortunately, its size also made it a ripe target for the Lich King's plans. So many citizens gathered in one location, a sizable population just waiting to be turned to undeath. No wonder the city was stricken by the plague. The Lich King wanted to expand his armies after all.
Every good story needs
And
a hero.
Mal'Ganis. Mal'Ganis. The creature was one of the 5 dreadlords who were sent by the Burning Legion to serve as jailers of the Lich King. They were meant to keep the Lich King in check, to ensure that the Plague of Undeath spread as it was supposed to, weakening Azeroth's population. Mal'Ganis initially led the Scourge's forces in Lordaeron. When the Lich King chose Prince Arthas as a suitable champion to his cause, Mal'Ganis helped concoct a plan to lead Arthas to Northrend. There, a dread blade and an even more dreadful fate awaited the prince.
Eyes open.
Right, let's continue.
Learning.
I like this one. I'm a little lost. Where does this path? So if you get lost in the city, you can find your way around, which is quite nice. Interesting that it has parts where we are as Arthas and other parts where we are our character. Which works when this was an actual dungeon in the game. And we're actually clearing it and doing the bosses.
Not allow this plague to spread.
Are you ready to do whatever must be done to protect Lordaeron? Yes, my prince. Now ready.
Everyone looks ready. Remember, these people are all infected with the plague and will die soon. We must purge Strathholm to protect the remainder of Lordaeron from the scourge. Let's go.
Oh, you are lorewalking through this dungeon. Your speed and combat prowess have been greatly increased. Thank you, Cho. Prince Arthas, may the light be praised. Many people in town have begun to fall seriously ill. Can you help us?
I can only help you with a clean death.
What? This can't be. Oh no. Did you see that? It must be something in the water, I tell you.
That was just the beginning.
This is the beginning. I've been waiting for you, young prince.
Oh my god!
As you can see,
Dumb damage numbers.
now mine. I will now turn your city, household by household, until the flame of life has been snuffed out.
I won't allow it, Mal'Ganis. Better that these people die by my hand than serve as your slaves in death. This city will be cleansed. Mal'Ganis will send out some of his Scourge minions to interfere with us. Those of you with the strongest steel and magic shall go forth and destroy them. I will lead the rest of my forces in purging Strathholm of the infected. A small sacrifice for the greater.
Could the people of Strathholm have been cured? and saved? We may never know. Arthas was unwilling to
We've
risk
got the
the
dungeon
rest
mechanics
of
just
the
paused
kingdom.
for the moment.
All he could offer.
Oh, and then it skipped most of
Clean
it.
death and swift
That's good, to be fair. It would be very confusing to go do the infinite dragonflight garbage while you're here for the first time.
Lordaeron will be saved.
You ready to face Mal'Ganis? With me? I'm ready to battle the Dreadlord, sire. A line figure in the chat. I'm doing alright. Hope you're doing well this morning. Just doing some lore walking with Cho for our last regular morning WoW stream.
I can't afford to spare.
Very nostalgic.
This will be a fine test.
Can't afford to spare.
Oh, that's so dumb. Get right to Mal'Ganis.
Mal'Ganis will pay for this.
Just
Kind of wish,
gather
pardon me, that they'd have actually let that fight play out a little more like the dungeon, but
it is there that we shall settle the score.
more than any other part of the game, this is a focus on story.
True destiny.
I'll hunt you to the ends of the earth if I have to. Do you hear me? To the ends of the earth!
The ends of the earth. Do we get the loot?
You performed well this day.
We did still get
Anything
loot.
that Mal'Ganis has left behind is yours. Take it as your reward.
Oh, cheers, Arthas.
I must now begin plans.
Old
for the
ass,
next
spiky
mission.
shoulders.
Arthas did not
One less
relent
obstacle
in
to
his
deal with.
pursuit of Mal'Ganis. He would deliver retribution for what the Dreadlord had done, and for what Mal'Ganis had forced him to do in return.
How does today find you?
And what happened after Strap Home, Cho?
Tread lightly.
How far do we go? We do the Frostmourne stuff in Northrend. Obviously, we get to the end where he gets beaten, but I wonder how many gaps we're in doing in the middle. Do we watch Illidan fight Arthas?
Few survived
Oh, wow.
the expedition to Northrend. Restless
Oh,
ghosts
this is cool.
haunted those forlorn shores long afterward.
Let's chat with Cho first.
Hello.
Oh. Tell me more about the Forgotten Shore. This barren shoreline was once the site of Arthas Menethil's forces when he travelled to Northrend to find and destroy Mal'Ganis. Despite Arthas' thirstful vengeance, it was not shared by King Terenas. Terenas sent an emissary ordering the fleets to return to Lordaeron against his son's wishes. Furious, Arthas hatched a plan, recruiting mercenaries to burn the Lordaeron ships and keep them stranded. When the burned ships were discovered, Arthas blamed the mercenaries and let his soldiers murder them in cold blood. This coast and the ghosts that haunt it are all that remain of that chilling tale.
Every good
I
story
remember that
needs
from
a
Walker
hero.
3 as well. Please continue the story.
Tread lightly.
Oh, we see who other players who are here at this point too, which is interesting. Of level 80. I'd be curious to see if any players of a much lower level gain XP here.
Hello.
Auric True Heart. This quest has been completed on my warband. Wait, what? How? How so? Strange. Toxins in the Merkweed elixir will render you unconscious. So powerful is the effect of the Merkweed that even your spirit will temporarily be fooled, allowing you to enter the world of death. Once a spirit, you must speak to the ghostly denizens of the Forgotten Shore. Seek out the cause of their anguish and return to me. Remember, these spirits were once Alliance soldiers. Treat them with respect, honor, and dignity. Now, elixir in hand, venture south to the Forgotten Shore.
See ya around.
Okay. Where am I going? That way. Are we flying here or not flying? Oh. We can dragon ride over. Fascinating. Yum. Let's drink the potion. And leave my body there.
Here there.
I don't know what could be taking the young prince so long, but I don't think we can hold out for much longer. Cold is getting to some of the soldiers. I'm sure Arthas will be back any day now, soldier. Keep your chin up.
Be good.
Footman, knight, and peasant.
What can I do for you?
Arthas and Muradin have been gone a long time. I hope they aren't in danger. Oh, we're not actually going to be with Arthas then as he picks up Frostmourne for the first time? That seems like a pretty important beat. Let's see how he's going.
For the Alliance. Hey there.
When we saw that the ships had been burned by those savage beasts, our hearts sank. Never have I felt so helpless. I must be going now, soldiers. Stay vigilant.
Be careful.
I don't mind me. Oh, peasant right here. Very good.
What?
Don't you see that I'm busy? We'll never have this base ready in time for the prince's return. Sorry I've bothered you, friend. Carry on. Surely it would have made more sense to send it off with Arthas and Muradin, but maybe we get to that anyway?
Greetings. Goodbye.
Oric's eyes fill with tears. They don't know. None of them know. They think Arthas to be some great hero, when in truth, it was Arthas who ordered the ships to be burned. It was Arthas who left us all for dead in this frozen wasteland. Oric weeps. Not all of the soldiers from the prince's fleet perished in the freezing winter. Was this just a quest line in Northrend back in the day? It might have been. It's been so long since I've done all of all of Northrend's content. And with it getting redone in Last Titan, so curious. Not all the soldiers from the prince's fleet perished in the freezing water. I was only a lad when I was given the chance to battle the Scourge, save our home from certain destruction. I took that chance.
Farewell to ye.
Zelig gave this crystal ball to me years ago with specific instructions on its use. For 5 years, whenever I would feel anger, anxiety, or sorrow over the events that transpired here. Hey, look, there's someone doing it. Level 10. Or level 14 now, which means they've gained 4 levels doing the bits we've just done. Not a bad way to do a little bit of leveling then. They do have their human heritage armor as well, though, which is curious at that level. Maybe just not. Take my crystallite orb to the Forgotten Shore. Find the ruins of my old base on the upper reaches of the beach. Place the orb in the centre of town. Let the Forgotten see the world through my heart and soul.
See ya around.
Yum.
Correct. My men report that the roads from here to the shore are held by the undead. You'll need to find an alternate route back to your ships.
To hell with the undead. We'll cut our way through the woods, man.
Oh, there's Arthas and Muradin.
Captain, why are the guards not at their posts?
Well, Lord, your father had our troops recalled at Lord Uther's request.
Uther had my troops recalled? Damn it! If my warriors abandon me, I'll never defeat Mal'Ganis. The ships must be burned before the men reach the shore.
Isn't that a bit much, lad?
Now, surely Muradin would be like,
Burn
no.
down to their frames. No one goes home until our job here is done.
You lied to your men and betrayed the mercenaries who fought for you. What's happened to you, Arthas? Is vengeance all that's important to you?
Spare me, Muradin. You weren't there to see what Mal'Ganis did to me.
Oh. But why? The prince has forsaken us. All is lost. He's not got Frostmourne yet, though. I wasn't holding it. That seemed a pretty definite spell, though. Also, Muradin's not been knocked out yet. Because remember, he gets knocked out here, and then we don't see him again until Wrath of the Lich King, where we find him with the Frost Dwarves. Rick beams a smile at you. Did a good thing this day. Hundreds of lost souls now redeemed, thanks to you.
Farewell to ye.
You have honoured me and honoured the memory of hundreds of Alliance veterans. Zelig was wise in sending you here. Please return to him and give him my thanks. You will be happy to hear that the events that transpired at the Forgotten Shore. I do not have a gift of foresight like Zelig. I'm certain that great things await you, friend. Farewell.
Goodbye.
So it's like they've come in and cherry-picked some old quests to kind of go along with it. Which again, this is kind of what you have to do to tell the story when it's so separated in MMO turns. I think this was the right way to go. Oh, hello, Halford. My goodness, it's been so long.
How are you?
Old ass weapon. Oh, if you're leveling as well, this is giving you some gear. That's pretty good. It is I who owe you a debt of gratitude, hero. Oric is like a brother to me. I've changed his life and can renewed hope to countless others.
Have a good one.
They've labelled the cave as Frostmourne Cavern. Why the Scarlet Onslaught's interest in such things is unknown. By the looks of things, the area surrounding the cave is heavily guarded. Nonetheless, you must proceed. Take this scrying orb, travel north out of town, and then northwest forward to Scarlet Point. Make your way into the cave and battle your way to the bottom. Once there, use the orb. Return here with what you discover.
Safe travels.
Very purposeful in showing some Scarlet stuff here as well. I wonder if Cho has any more to say there. Oh, now tell us of Frostmourne. A horrifying blade wielded by the Lich King. Frostmourne had the ability to shatter and imprison the souls of its victims, as well as twist the living into mindless undead. It was at first a tool of the Lich King, and then placed carefully in a cavern for the Lich King's chosen champion to find. As its inscription said, just as the blade rends flesh, so must power scar the spirit. When Arthas took up the blade, he forfeited his soul to the Lich King. Neither paladin nor prince, Arthas was now a Death Knight of the Scourge, and would lead them in a horrific campaign of carnage across his former homeland.
Eyes open. Always be learning.
Yes, Joe. They should have this symbol light up if he's got more to say to you as you go. I reckon most people won't even notice to click that. You get to kind of explore old areas as well. I wonder if for the ethereal one, we'll get to fly around Outland a little bit as well. Just out and about in Neverstorm. Walls of Frostmourne Cavern shudder and shake. Nope, and there's Muradin. What's happening? Is it struggling with multiple people here? Confused. I know what's meant to be happening. Muradin, we alright, bub? We gotta... I know you don't want to continue the story because it doesn't go well for you, but still. We hit the button again? Can't talk with Muradin. Need to kill a couple of these. Can we pause the story if we hit end? How does this work if it bugs out? Oh, Muradin's gone. Why is Muradin gone? Oh, it's going again. Maybe it's because more than one person tried to interact with it at a time, so if we just leave it and... Aha!
Behold, Muradin.
Hey, there we go.
Our salvation. Frostmourne.
Halt, lad. There's an inscription on the dais. It's only one. It says, whomsoever takes up this blade shall wield power eternal. Just as the blade rends flesh, so must power scar the spirit. Oh, I should have known. The blade is cursed. Let's get the hell out of here.
Torrance Transmog.
I would gladly bear any curse to save my homeland.
Leave it be, Arthas. Forget this business and lead your men home.
Damn the men! Nothing shall prevent me from having my revenge, old friend. of this place. I will give anything or pay any price. Only you will help me save my people.
Yep, and there fell Moradin. Assumed dead until Wrath of the Lich King. His hammer fell, he takes Frostmourne, and away he goes. Oh, my head. Oh, it follows it through! Where am I? Who am I? That's a really nice little tidbit to add on the end there, that Moradin gets out alive. Because again, at the time, when we come back and do this quest, when it was Wrath of the Lich King, obviously in Warcraft 3, we just all assumed Moradin was dead. But that was the moment you're like, oh shit, he's alive. And you end up going through, meeting him with the Frost Dwarves. You have Bran and Magni coming together to see him. Oh, it was lovely stuff. The people are angrier for another type of Dwarven race, but the Frost Dwarves never got their allied race. Mind you, there's like 8 types of Tauren who didn't either.
Good day to you.
Moradin lives? Could it be? I must notify King Bronzebeard at once. Need to consult the orb. Must be more information somewhere.
See you around.
And then...
Greetings. Farewell.
Joe has grown silent. Oh, is it in like bits?
Jade Serpent guide you.
It is in bits. Interesting. It actually lets people take breaks if they want. What makes a king? Is it his crown? Is it the sharpness of his sword, the coldness of his heart? Perhaps the undying servitude of his people? Just as it is difficult to say when a sapling becomes a tree, or a mountain becomes a hill, so too is it difficult to know when exactly Arthas Menethil passed into memory and the Lich King was born. Where do we draw the line between man and monster? He's giving me a book as well? That screams. Like, if they're going to give me something that takes up a space in my inventory, then either that's something that can be added to a player house as like a library, or they're going to add a proper library function because, dear God, my bags can't take it. My bank's already full of books. Let's carry on the story.
Every good story needs a hero.
Okay, gives us a couple more as well. Tell me more about Icecrown. Once, this place was only the site of the Frozen Throne, the prison that encased the Lich King. Yet, as the Lich King's power and influence expanded, his Scourge armies built fortresses and structures throughout Northrend, the greatest of these being Icecrown's Citadel. Crafted from Saronite, the Dark Fortress is as large as a city. It housed only the most evil, malevolent, and dedicated of the Scourge. Those who serve the Lich King utterly find their home there as the last line of defense between the Lich King and whoever would dare darken his door. I still think for Last Titan, our hub is gonna be Icecrown. I think the Ebon Blade, as part of an intro quest, we go with them, we take it back, and that is our hub for that expansion. 100%. I could well be wrong, but the Ebon Blade need to do something big like that, and we can't have Dalaran anymore. Tell me more about the Lich King. Arthas Menethil may be the Lich King we are familiar with on Azeroth, but he was not the first. Kil'jaeden the Deceiver, second in command of the Burning Legion, originally crafted the Lich King from the spirit of the Orc Shaman Ner'zhul. Why? To raise an undead army on Azeroth, thus weakening its inhabitants in preparation for the Burning Legion's invasion. Imprisoned in a block of ice with the Helm of Domination, the Lich King hurtled to Azeroth, crashing in the icy wastes of Northrend. Yet Ner'zhul did not wish to remain in his prison forever. Thus, he worked to free himself, choosing a champion who would wield Frostmourne, ascend the Frozen Throne, and eventually take the Helm of Domination for his own.
Tread lightly.
Everything alright, Joe?
Frostmourne changed Arthas. No longer was he a paladin of the light, but a knight in the service of death. But the people of Lordaeron were none the wiser.
The cinematic.
His homecoming was met with roses and ringing bells. It ended with betrayal and blood.
And a stain that remains there to this day.
Ah, my son.
You.
Surely you look at him and you go, nah, something's off.
For your people. You no longer need to bear the weight.
It'd be interesting if they had played the cinematic here, but this kind of works.
I've taken care of everything.
What is this? What are you doing, my son?
Succeeding you, father.
Oh my god! Can't really have the crown fall off and clatter to the floor. WoW stuff currently.
How does today find you?
Was Arthas truly lost?
For a man who had lived so strongly, had loved and fought so fearlessly, Arthas had fallen as far as he once climbed.
We're in again.
Returning to
Holy shit.
Northrend, Arthas continued his descent into damnation.
I love this shit.
And his ascent to the Frozen Throne.
Ice Crown lies before you, waiting. Frostmourne bids you ascend. Banish your memories. Oh, there's other Lich Kings. Other players. That kind of... Hunters with their pet, that kind of takes it away. They should probably have phased this to be a single person thing. Probably. Okay, we've seen all we can there with Cho. Alright, let's kill our memories.
How I miss those endless days in Lordaeron.
Yep, kill off Jaina as well.
No, you monster!
Again, Laura's lines are new and less quiet. Like they've done some re-recording for her. See, where they're pulling lines from Warcraft 3, it's just quieter. Kill the father.
Lordaeron looks to
Kinda dumb that they still have the Argent Crusades banners around when they wouldn't be here yet. But they're making use of what they can. I wonder how... I can't imagine the team doing these lore-walking bits was that big, so they probably just did what they could. Arthas, my son. Crown weighs heavily upon your head. You shall learn in time, the wind howls in your ears, that no king rules forever.
Was Arthas truly gone?
On the steps.
Only the Lich King remain? It is not for me to say, but Jaina Proudmoore refused to lose hope that the man she once loved was truly lost.
Greetings.
Was Arthas truly lost?
Jade Serpent.
Oh, they're going to take us to the dungeon. Yes, Halls of Reflection. Oh man, it's one of the first times I tried tanking in a dungeon.
On a desperate quest.
It went okay. It's got a really fun bit at the end when you run from Arthas.
The chill of this place. Ugh. I can feel my blood freezing. What is that? Up ahead. Could it be? Heroes at my side. It's good to see you. I hope we can speak again.
Do we have another one
soon.
from show here or no?
Hello.
No. Again, I wish it just informed me, like a little thing saying, oh, there's a new one.
I can't stay for long.
Can you remove the sword?
To my studies, I suppose.
You are low walking through this dungeon. Your speed and combat prowess are greatly increased.
Frostmourne, the blade that destroyed our kingdom. Stand back! Touch that blade and your soul will be scarred for all eternity. I must attempt to commune with the spirits locked away within Frostmourne. Give me space. Back up, please!
It was a solid dungeon.
Jaina,
Could it truly be you?
Uther!
Uther! Dear Uther! I'm so sorry.
Jaina, you haven't much time. The Lich King sees what the sword sees. He will be here shortly.
Arthas is here? Maybe...
No, girl. Arthas is not here. Arthas is merely a presence within the Lich King's mind. A dwindling presence.
But Uther, if there's any hope of reaching
Who's the
Arthas,
Archmage?
I must try.
Wait, who are you?
Jaina,
I can't remember.
You must destroy the Lich King. You cannot reason with him. He will kill you and your allies and raise you all as powerful soldiers of the Scourge.
Tell me how, Uther. How do I destroy my prince?
Snap out of it, girl. You must destroy the Lich King at the place where he merged with Ner'zhul. Atop the spire, at the frozen throne. It is the only way.
You're right, Uther. Forgive me. I don't know what got a hold of me. We will deliver this information to the king and the knights that battle the Scourge within Icecrown Citadel.
There is something else that you should know about the Lich King. Control over the Scourge must never be lost. Even if you were to strike down the Lich King, another would have to take his place. For without the control of its master, the Scourge would run rampant across the world.
It's an interesting point, and why I think we'll have to go and deal with them in Last Titan, because currently the Scourge doesn't have a master.
A grand sacrifice.
You know, Bolvar doesn't wield the helm anymore. I know it got kind of reforged, but I can't remember my Shadowlands very well.
I do not know, Jaina. I suspect that the piece of Arthas that might be left inside the Lich King is all that holds the Scourge from annihilating Azeroth.
Then maybe there is still hope.
No, Jaina!
Gotta love that coward emote.
Coming. You silence, Paladin. So, you wish to commune with the dead?
His voice is so iconic as well.
You shall have your wish.
Now, if memory serves, we have to run. Oh no, we kill these first, we keep going, and then we run.
As you wish, my lord.
Verse 9. As you wish, my lord.
Soldiers of Lordaeron, rise to meet your master's call.
Who were you, Archmage? Do you die here?
Deny me this, Arthas. I must know. I must find out.
Bonk. Bonk. Too OP. Too OP in Lorewalking.
I can't attack that.
Again, we're here for story, so I don't mind it.
It's too far away.
Remember this dungeon at some point giving people a spot of bother? Certainly groups wiping by pulling too many things. Can't remember if you could force other spirits to fight you.
Children. None was spared the master's wrath. Morwen, finish them.
I wonder then if, like if you're level 10, like between 10 and 20, when you start doing these, obviously it will bump up your capabilities so your numbers are crazy like mine are right now, but it won't be scaling any gear or anything, so I wonder if it takes you at least a couple of hits to bring things down. Will it feel like an actual fight if you're leveling and doing it? Not a fight you can lose, but that you actually have to whack things a few times. Hit some old greys. You're getting a decent amount of like little bits and bobs for transmog as well if you're a new player and you're doing these. Like, look at all these. I don't even have this one. Old ass transmog. Because you... They only added the abilities for Greys to be transmogs down the line.
Yes.
Yes.
Run.
Equip it.
Run to
Yes,
meet
delicious
your destiny.
transmog.
Its bitter, cold embrace.
Old ass scrolls. Okay, then we go up, boop the Lich King a bit, and then we run all the way down here. And there's an achievement that goes, we're not retreating, we're advancing in a different direction, which was delightful.
I'm out of range.
But these are actually a little more involved than I initially thought they would be, which I'm all about. Again, this is going to be the last GMA for quite some time. I'm happy for it to run on a little longer than usual. Go on, Jada, get him. Honk. How much damage can I... No, Jada, we had him.
He is too powerful.
No,
We
he's
must
not.
leave this place at once.
Memory says he has like a
Magic
big
can
aura
hold
around
in
him that
place
hurts
for
you.
Only a short time. Come quickly, heroes.
I can't stay for long.
Let's go, Jada.
I hope we can speak again soon.
You wait there, Jada. I'm just going to kill him. I'll break the timeline. Okay, he stays at a small amount of health.
I will destroy
Then just
this
deals a
barrier.
huge amount of damage
must
to you.
hold the undead back.
So it's taken us through Warcraft 3 stuff. And the stuff here. The fact it's doing dungeon and raid things is really good, by the way. Because again, you're not... If you're just playing the game and leveling, you level so quickly you barely get a single zone done. So you don't know. If you're a brand new player, you have never heard of Arthas, right? You've never heard of any of this. You've no idea which bits are relevant. It's all well and good for us with hindsight and those who've played this game for years or know WoW's lore. Like, you know where all this is, to a degree. Not that I can necessarily remember it all, but you'd know where to find it if you wanted to look for it. New players not going to know at all. So the fact they actually go through the dungeons, and assumably we're going to Ice Crown next, is just really cool.
We're almost there.
Again, I'm very curious how they do this for Salataf and then the Ethereals. We saw, by the way, if you haven't seen, a couple days ago, they released a video on the next big patch, 11.2, the Ghosts of Koresh, the Ethereal Planet, and Void Lord Dimensius's potential return. The biggest raid boss they've ever done, bigger than Stormwind.
I'm out of range.
It's exciting stuff. As long as we need, Arthas, it's just a bit of a jog. I don't know if I should have run back to boot more on deck. They're coming, I suppose. Look, they're on their way. What's this sort of dungeon? Hang on.
Your barriers can't hold us back much longer, monster. I will shatter them all.
Lich King dungeon. There it is. Escape from the Lich King in Halls of Reflection on heroic in under 6 minutes. Oh dear. Leave Jenna alone. Just don't touch your ghoulies.
It's too far away.
Wow. Wow. I assume you can only do this solo. I can't imagine you can group and lore walk. Probably gets a little difficult technically. Just feels like for this moment, I get it. It probably saved them resources
There's an opening
to
up ahead.
take the dungeon as is, slap this buff on you, job done. Like, if they wanted to do it expediently to get these stories in time for this patch, again, I can't imagine it was a big part of the team working on these. Rather than making it truly cultivated and making it a little snappier pacing-wise.
It's a dead end. We have no choice but to fight. Steel yourself, heroes, for this is our last stand.
He's walking a little faster. He's getting there. Love that my dot's still going because it's an infinite dot. Interesting that is, like, the amount of health that it gets stuck on is 465.
I need to get closer.
Ah.
It's too far away. I'm out of range.
Fire! Fire! Quickly, climb aboard. We mustn't tarry here.
I need to get closer.
There's no telling when this whole mountainside will collapse.
It's good to see you.
Forgive me, heroes. I should have listened to Uther. I had to
The
see for
rocks
myself.
faded.
To look into his eyes one last time. I am sorry. We now know what must be done. I will deliver this news to King Varian and High Lord Fordring.
Oh, we get to play as Tyrion, that'd be cool. How was the Lich King defeated?
Like thunder after lightning, the anguish that the Lich King left in his wake caught up to him in the end. From atop the frozen throne, he wielded his cursed blade and set his final plan into motion.
They've done something like this here before to explain this side of it. I'm pretty sure there's a quest to do this. Oh, Fanagor. Oh, the song! Oh, I've never heard the orchestral song for this bit. Invincible. It's so good. It's just, I'm butchering it there, but it's fine. You are the Lich King. The whole of Azeroth is arrayed against you. Show them what it means to be king. But first, a word from our sponsor. Hey, Joe.
How does today find you?
Okay, no, he doesn't take any more from there. Boop. Okay, we've got Defile. Oh, nasty ability. Pain and suffering. Throw the ball towards you. And remorseless winter. Of how it's representing the 25 players in Fate Hunter, Priest, Druid. It'd have been nice if it had your character as one of these. Click on the Paladin. Does that mean? No, it's some blood elf. Right, where's the healer? We'll get this healer in the back. Ha ha ha. Kill this priest. Oh yeah, Tyrannus res them. Oh, and it gives us the cutscene. No, they didn't do the bit with Tyrion. What? Okay. Just bugged a little bit. Skipping the bit where Tyrion uses the Ashbringer to shatter Frostmourne is a crime.
Father, is it over?
At long last. No king rules forever, my son.
I see. Only darkness before me.
And it's Uther and that angel coming to take you into the moor in Shadowlands. Nya! No, hey Tyrion. Shame you didn't get your moment. Didn't show the bit with Bolvar afterwards. Again, they might want to do a story about Bolvar at some point.
Farewell.
His reign was short, yet terrible.
Every good story needs a hero. Hello. Jade Serpent.
It is a heavy story, full of terrible deeds and unhappy endings. But it is a story that must be told.
Thank you for listening to my tale, friend.
Huh. It's listed under expansion features. I have none of the original Visions of N'Zoth. Can you still do the old visions? I thought they were gone. Hence, all of them here. Right, let's have a look at this then. The Royal Visage. Now I am Arthas. Nah, ha, ha, ha. Very silly. Oh, the old ass pallid, like one of those initial class sets they did. A mail helmet. Yes, old ass mail helmet. Give me that delicious transmog. Nom 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 nom. Oh, they give you the old Draenei Warhammer as well. Oh, see? If they're giving you just old ass transmog that goes with your class, that's fantastic. Oh, excuse me, you person here. I just need to borrow you. Sell my junk. Sell the other stuff. Thank you. Thank you. Very kind. We also have this book. Oh, and they go into it just that little bit more. That's pretty good. We have a couple more to get through.
Eyes open. Always be learning.
Oh, and you can just repeat them to get more equipment, which is interesting. We have Xal'atath and the Ethereals. I think next we'll do Xal'atath. Now, from what I've heard from thumbnails, is this almost reveals, if not fully reveals, what she actually is to a degree. I'm very curious, and I have stayed spoiler-free, so I'm very interested. And again, the Ethereals are very much going to be leading into the next big patch. But before we get on with the next one, we're going to have a quick bio break. So stretch your legs, refill your beverage. I'll be back with you in just a few minutes. I'll see you soon. And we're back. Thank you for your patience. Right. Let's go see Xal'atath, the Harbinger, once known as the Blade of the Black Empire. Her history is a well-kept secret, but her words and deeds have affected so many that she is impossible to ignore. Her story must be told.
Every good.
The most cunning foes wait until you are desperate. They offer solutions. You cannot
Show
afford
voice
to
acting really
refuse.
going for it with these. I like
The
it.
Burning Legion returned to our world. It was a desperate situation indeed. The heroes of Azeroth sought to arm themselves with the greatest weapons ever forged. Among these was Xal'atath, the Blade of the Black Empire. A high priest searched far and wide for the blade.
How does today find you?
Tell me more about the Legion invasion. It is a lengthy tale, but suffice it to say the Burning Legion is a horde of demons from other worlds, bent upon our utter destruction. They are led by the fallen titan Sargeras, a cosmic creature so powerful that it is difficult to imagine. Legion has invaded our world several times, but this tale focuses on their third invasion. Oh, you can play a movie. Tell me more about the heroes of Azeroth arriving at the broken shore.
Farewell.
Oh, it just goes straight into the cinematic. Never mind.
Hello.
Nice that they have it there, though. I'm ready to learn about the High Priest's journey to find Xal'atath. Again, you're a new player, you might not have seen the cinematics.
Now listen closely to my tale.
And I'm so curious how much extra stuff is in here that I don't actually know about.
The High Priest's search brought them to Tirisfal Glades, where they met with a long.
Oh, it's literally the Legion's like intro quest line for the Blade.
I will hide in shadows no longer.
I have been working with Moira Pharasian to infiltrate the Twilight's Hammer cult. We've learned of an ancient and powerful old god relic, a blade used to wreak havoc at various points in history. Moira's double agent informs us a new leader is rising, and plans to cement his ascension using this weapon in unholy ritual. You must find him, stop the ritual, and seize the artifact. We'll meet in Dalaran afterwards.
Let us get to work.
Play just the guy who made Paladins, by the way, just casually. Oh, we need to check in with Cho again. Boop. Tell me more about Keeper's Rest, the Old Gods, and the Twilight's Hammer. Keeper's Rest is another name for the Tomb of Tyr. Once in this very location, the Titan-forged Keeper Tyr fought against a dark entity known as Zakajiz the Corruptor. Zakajiz? Although Tyr defeated Zakajiz, he gave his life to do so. We resurrected Tyr at the end of Dragonflight, right? Tyr's back about now. This is the spot where he was buried, a most sacred place. It was guarded by a secretive group that called themselves the Tyr's Guard. Tell me more about the Twilight's Hammer. Twilight's Hammer is an insidious cult that worships the old gods and seeks to bring about the end of the world. It has worn many, many faces over the years, but its purpose has never wavered, and each time we seem to root out the Twilight's Hammer, it only twists its way into another form, in another place. Perhaps it will always exist in some form, as long as there are those consumed with the idea of the apocalypse. And the old gods? The old gods, they are terrifying entities, said to have been sent from the void to corrupt this world. Long ago they ruled over Azeroth. Their combined domains were known as the Black Empire. One of these entities, Ysuraj, was said to have been defeated by the Titan Amonful. In ripping Ysuraj from Azeroth, Amonful damaged the world, thus the other old gods were sealed away rather than removed. They did not wish to damage Azeroth further. Over time, Azeroth's champions have defeated each of the old gods in turn. And yet I see only 3 of the 4 listed here, Cho. I imagine that's because N'Zoth is pretty integral to Xal'atath's story. Tell me about Yesuraj. Ah, my friend, of all the old gods, this creature chills my bones the most. Once known as the Beast of 7 Heads, Yesuraj was the old god that fell to Aman'Thul so long ago. As the Titan ripped Yesuraj from Azeroth, it is said that the old god breathed out one last terrible breath. That breath manifested in the 7 Shah that plagued Pandaria. Anger, hatred, violence, fear, doubt, despair, and pride. Was there any hope for my homeland when it loomed beneath such shadow? The answer, of course, was yes. The champions of Azeroth rose to challenge, and the last vestiges of that terrible monster were at last destroyed. How about C'Thun? C'Thun was a terrible entity of madness and chaos that was imprisoned within the city of Anchorage in Silithus. Although dormant, he surged into action when disturbed by the Night Elves. This led to the War of Shifting Sands, in which the Kaldorian dragonkind united to fight back C'Thun's Kuraji and their Silithid minions. The Great Scarab Wall was erected to keep the old god contained. Of course, the gates of Anchorage were opened again centuries later, but champions of this world fought and successfully defeated C'Thun in the end. And Yogg-Saron. Yogg-Saron, a most devious entity indeed. Imprisoned in the depths of Ulduar by the Titans, his reach was still inescapable. His blood ran through the entire continent of Northrend, crystallizing into the mineral Saronite. With the blood came the old god's whispers. Many fell to Yogg-Saron's machinations, including a warden of his prison, the Keeper Loken. Yogg-Saron caused Loken to turn on his own kind and bring down the rest of the old god's wardens from within. Thankfully, champions of our world defeated Yogg-Saron in due time. Very good. Let us continue.
Tread lightly.
Bonk. Bonk. Everybody. We have finished setting up a small base as per the Deacon's orders. He is driven, so sure this is the proper path for the Twilight's Hammer. We will be visible to our enemies, but he believes it worth the risk. There's some sort of broken seal leading to a complex beneath the lake. The lake itself looks like it suffered a titanic explosion thousands of years ago. Somehow the Shadow Deacon knew of this location and knows that a Siphraxi died here. His plan is bold. He will use the Black Blade to resurrect this ancient being and restore the Twilight's Hammer to its pinnacle. Tomorrow I will go to command the forces holding the upper area. He has already dampened the wards and is preparing to enter the lower area. Shadow Deacon was a cautious and calculating master, preferring the secrecy of the shadows to direct action. Ever since he found the blade, his entire demeanor has changed. Arrogant, commanding, audacious, he now favors a bold plan to restore the Twilight's Hammer. The blade is called Xal'atath. It has come from an age before most our races existed. We only have the scrawlings of previous holders to go from. While it is mostly ravings of those that lack the will to wield the blade, many of them say the same things. They speak of the Black Empire, a time where our true masters ruled all of Azeroth. Massive sacrifices, living buildings filled with void energies. Sometimes we can hear the Shadow Deacon speaking to someone in his tent. He has mentioned the glory of the Black Empire as well. Oh, the postmaster has some stuff I've missed. How very kind of him. He works so hard, the post folk. Praise be to the new leader. Once hand to the Twilight Father, the Shadow Deacon has decided now is the time to regain our past glory.
The Shadow Deacon, the new leader of the Twilight's Hammer, found the Black Blade. Xal'atath changed him. He became obsessed
He's telling us what's in the
with
books.
the Black Empire. The High Priest already knew of Xal'atath through their allies in Netherlight Temple.
Activate fishing mount.
Lorewalking had an agent infiltrate the cult.
Oh, I remember liking this agent. Because we did a bit of this on my Earthen Shadow Priest. literally for this purpose, to see Xal'atath's story.
Excellent. I was expecting him.
Also voiced by Darren DePaul.
What? You traitor!
My receipt, I'm Slaghammer, paying my family's debt by hanging out with these buggers. Let me take down this barrier. The Shadow Deacon's already below, starting his ritual. To get there, we'll need to do a bit of work. If you have any questions, let me know, but we best hurry.
We didn't have much time, but you deserve some answers. What do you want to know about? Shadow Deacon? The Blade? What the hell is going on? Ah, this is sort of, where are we? What's going on? Can you believe they found the tomb of Tyr himself? He died here long ago fighting some monstrous general of the old gods. Comrades buried him here and the corpse of that beast further in. This tomb was also meant to guard the prison tomb of that monster. The Twilight's Hammer put a stop to that. The Shadow Deacon used that blade of his to get to his minions to keep the wards down while he went below. Who is this Shadow Deacon? Hammer has been in disarray since their Twilight Father and Deathwing took a dive. I'm guessing that when the Legion attacked, one of the leaders that was left took to the idea of taking over while everyone were distracted. He dredged up an ancient artifact of the old gods and is planning on using it on that dead monstrosity down there to cement his takeover of the cult. I didn't get a good look at the Deacon, but he seems really familiar. And the magical blade? Blade. I knew Moira would want to know. I think that dagger has been behind some of the worst nightmares Azeroth has seen, if I remember my stories. It looks similar to stories told about the War-of-Free hammers and Grim Batol. It oozes shadow and seems to cut the very light. I think it might have a mind of its own too. Seems like the Shadow Deacon is sometimes talking and arguing, but to nobody at all. We'd best stop this ritual and pry that blade loose of the cult. Oh yep, I remember this.
So the Deacon can do his work below. We need to take him down. Start by dismantling
Kill the flesh spawn.
a trap! Destroy that creature before it kills him! The path to the prison should be open. Well, if you take me old friend, we'd be doing the world a favor ridden into this body.
Oink. More interesting, I will say, doing this as a paladin. Again, you had to be a shadow priest to do this prior.
We could match this felon, or this fight, but it wouldn't get too close.
I don't have a target.
Get rid of these tentacles. Get out of it. Sure you got alt save before we continue? No, he's good.
Yes, the blade is right. I am unstoppable. Once Sakaj lives again, I will hold dominion over this world. Our old leaders chose to work with pawns. I choose the real power.
Kill him.
Defend me, Blade. You think to stop me. With this weapon, I can do anything. Anything.
Goodbye.
I can't attack this shouldn't be happening. Why aren't you protecting me?
Weak and pitiful.
There she is.
The Twilight Father did not.
People
fail
already
you,
calling her Naifu back
he
then.
knew the price of failure.
It's an excellent voice, to be fair.
Give me another
Especially
chance.
one for seduction and corruption and making you be like, maybe the old gods aren't so bad.
You, on the other hand, yes, I foresee us doing great things together. Take hold of my haft and I will aid you. For now.
Oh man, it's weird seeing my paladin hold this.
Yes, we are eager to feast on the fallen Titan's minions. But first, Zakash.
Kill him forever.
Cultists may try to stir him again, or he could awaken on his own. We must consume his essence to ensure he is gone forever. You know this must be done.
She says it must be done. Surely this didn't do anything else, like, I don't know, make her stronger. Nom 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 nom.
Thus ends the first chapter of our tale. Zalatath was a constant whispering presence in the High Priest's mind. Yet, they slew countless demons together.
Hello. Eyes open.
At this point, the High Priest continued their battle against the Legion, with Zalatath at their side.
Every good.
In the final battle, Sargeras plunged his blade, flowing with poison, into Azeroth.
Huh.
Zalatath was one of many weapons whose powers were used to nullify the sword. She was weakened, but not for long.
That's the first time I have heard a character within game say when Sargeras stabbed the planet, other than he was clearly aiming for something, that his blade was filled with poison? Ooh. Oh man.
In the final
oh no,
battle,
shit.
Sargeras plunged his
No, Joe, wait.
flowing with poison into Azeroth.
Interesting that they let you repeat that one.
Zalatath was one of many weapons whose powers were used to nullify the sword. She was weakened, but not for long.
Tell me more of what Zalatath whispers to the High Priest. What kind of things did she say to those players? Oh, you can get specifics. Zalatath often spoke directly into the mind of the High Priest, whispering opinions, secrets, and memories. Fortunately, the High Priest kept a careful record of her words. Would you like to hear more? What does Zalatath say in Neverlight Temple?
Netherlight Temple was a grand hall where priests gathered.
Ooh.
There, the High Priest heard
more voice acting
whispers in their mind.
Do the Naru speak of the eternal conflict?
Oh shit!
That the entire history of your
I
world
never
is
actually
a
heard most of
fraction
these.
the time that has passed? Of those that came before the Draenei? No? I know the Naru consider us horrors to be resisted.
I love
We
this.
do not share this view. They are merely beloved brethren that lost the true path. They will return to their masters in time.
I know the Naru had light and void forms, but how have I never heard some of this? I'm sure I have in like lore breakdowns. What did Zalatath say about the old gods?
While wandering the world, the High Priest once heard Zalatath whisper this.
It is ironic that the weakest of us may be the ultimate victor. Cthulhu, Yogg-Saron, Yasharaj, and, well,
N'Zoth.
only one would remain to consume the world that was always meant to be.
Unless she means herself. About the Mind Flayer Kahij.
Mind Flayer Ka'az was a powerful Naraki, a servant of the old gods. As the High Priest defeated it in the assault of Violet Hold, Zalatath whispered this.
For this idiotic pustule of N'Zoth to have lived so long, it does little to refute my opinion of this world's new owners.
Such a clever way to reuse these voice lines as well, especially if only priests will have heard them. What did Zalatath say? Well, at the seat of the Pantheon.
In one of the final battles against the Legion, Azeroth's greatest heroes fought upon the seat of the Pantheon.
That's where Illidan and Sargeras are currently imprisoned together.
Of creation. When there, the High
have we sought entry to this realm? To think we have a mortal to thank for giving us our foothold. Your service will be remembered.
Tasty. And what about the darkened Naru Lura?
In a stronghold on Argus, the destroyed home planet of the Draenei.
Oh, it's the one that zapped Illyria.
And Illyria Windrunner encountered Lura, a Naru fallen to the void. Here, Zaladath whispered.
Ah, now this is true beauty. At least one of the mortals in your midst can appreciate what it offers.
In a
Oh, I clicked it again, son of a bitch.
After Lura's defeat, Illyria did
God
something
damn it.
unprecedented. She absorbed the Naru's void energy into herself. Zaladath's whispers grew eager.
The caterpillar has... Ah, now this is true beauty. At least one of the mortals in your midst...
Okay, it was overlapping. Give it a
can
moment.
appreciate what it offers.
After Lura's defeat, Illyria did something unprecedented. She absorbed the Naru's void energy into herself. Zaladath's whispers grew eager.
The caterpillar has become the butterfly. She is all but ours now.
A big storyline in the War Within. Alright, tell me more about Sargeras' sword and the battle that ended the Burning Legion's invasion. The final fight against the Legion took place on Argus, the ruined homeworld of the Eredar. There, heroes were able to triumph with the aid of the Titanic Pantheon. Pantheon was able to pull Sargeras away from Azeroth before his plans could be realized, but he still managed to strike one last terrible blow before he was ripped away, plunging his blade deep within the desert of Silithus and damaging the very heart of our world. So we can play the moment where he was defeated, which, if memory serves, yep. Oh, there's Illidan and Velen. I've got to let this one go.
It is time.
We must gather our strength. Return home, children.
Just because we get a touch of Illidan.
Illidan, we've done all we can.
All the Legion cutscenes of Illidan were so good. Rejection of the Gift still remains one of their best in-game cinematics.
This moment to face him once again.
You are not coming with us.
The hunter is nothing without the hunt. Did you not see this fate, prophet?
Smirk.
Fate. Our
They had such a
survival
journey together.
was never in fate's hands. Light be with you, Illidan Stormwraith.
Brother, your crusade is over.
I'm in full there. Our final villain of Last Titan in this trilogy, one would assume. Sargeras, here, may well be an unlikely ally. It's not a weapon that screams poison, is it? I love this little bit, by the way, where he reaches for the ship. Whoop. And Illidan just ready. Oh man, I can't wait to see them both again. Be a few years, but we will. A little screen teary on these, unfortunately. And the sword here, they did so little with for years. Like, the War Within's first cinematic has Thrall and Anduin catching up after the events of Shadowlands. Anduin clearly suffering with PTSD from it all. And they're talking, and the camera's facing both of them rather than around them. And Thrall's like, we were called here, but one thing is clear. That sword! And the camera pans up to the sword. You're like, oh, they remembered the sword exists! It's just such a fun thing. Because you gotta remember, it's Legion, then Battle for Azeroth, then Shadowlands, then Sword Returns. But then you have, tell me more about how the artifact weapons were used to cleanse the poison from the sword. Ah, that's why I've forgotten. This may result in a loading screen. Do you wish to proceed? Yeah, sure. Because this bit, this is a quest that I don't know if it still exists.
The sword of Sargeras is poisoning the
Oh man, yeah, I completely forgot this bit.
world. The only vessels capable of containing that kind of power are the mighty weapons you wield.
Yeah, it's how the artifacts lost their power. I just completely forgot this quest. I only did it once.
Together, champions, for Azeroth!
Magni got so sick of saying that. Another quest line that came full circle in War Within. Oh. Oh, everybody fell down. Interesting how that one required a loading screen. I think that's all of them. Xalatath was a powerful weapon and a talkative presence.
Tread lightly. Farewell. After the Legion was defeated,
I clicked that quick because it was teleporting me out.
Into the fourth war. In the midst of the chaos, Xalatath made her next move.
So much to talk about, so many potential cutscenes and voice lines to click on. It feels a little shitty they were going to teleport me out there. Probably something they need to look in on. Oh, yep, it got real confused.
Here, Xalatath came before the High Priest once more, with promises of power.
I think you could find Xalatath here in this quest line, regardless of what class you were. She was just chilling here. It's like a side quest in Battle for Azeroth.
Hello. Jade Serpent guide you.
Whispers are faint, but grow louder as you hold the blade in your hand. The weak need blood. Souls. Voice trails off, but you can still sense the dagger urging you on. Here's a familiar sensation.
Strength failing. I need blood.
Kill some Naga. Get some old linen, I suppose, while we're here. Oh, I haven't collected this old-ass shit hammer transmog. Look at it. It looks like garbage. Another piece of old gear as well. I mean, if you can repeat them too. You could get one of them really old full class sets. Oh no, all the Naga being killed. We must snag some up. Silent Snick. Yeah, one more probably.
I need to get closer.
I love how the other players are also listed as High Priest. That can't be that player's actual name. Yeah, they're all being just called High Priest. I suppose that's that way. They thought about it a bit.
Perish, landwalker!
That world quest popping up. Ah, much better. How cruel of you to leave me in such a state. But we can reminisce later. No doubt you have many questions. As you know, I can offer countless answers. Zaltaf speaks once more. The servants of N'Zoth prepare for their master's return. They intend to conjure a scouring storm to wash away all unbelievers. The particular ritual they will invoke requires 3 ancient artifacts. One of void, one of storm, and one of ocean. Even now I hear the void relic calling to me. It's being empowered or corrupted. I'm not sure which. I can see upon a cliff overlooking a vast sea. Come, priest. You can find a much better use for such a prize.
The High Priest journeyed to stop the followers of N'Zoth.
Oh,
An
hello,
old
Mishi.
god, a dark creature who sought to corrupt our world.
There was a rare there. Mishi, no.
Let us have Mishi speed the story along, shall we?
That's a nice little touch.
How glorious it is to be renewed. Though I haven't forgotten your callous misuse of me in Silithus. Such a waste of potential. It pleases me that we have a chance to spend more time together. You should know that of my many companions, you were my favorite.
Again, you see why people got excited.
We will accomplish remarkable things together, you and I. Magnificent things.
How does Cho send Mishi back into these visions? I hold like the transmog for Furak's axe from Dragonfly. I was working on that. We have to wait for the ritual to respawn. Again, just a shame they couldn't have instanced this for individual players. Inanis here, I believe the elf who Xal'atath then takes control of their body. We're all waiting, Mr. Orc, I'm afraid. We're all waiting for the spawn.
Does she actually think she can break open the stone? Fool. Were we not pressed for time, I would enjoy watching her fail.
Then we take the stone.
Unleash the Void Stone, my champion. It should provide the strength I need to help you find the other 2 relics.
And then, boom. Yes, yes, it's been so long since I took a mortal form. This body is pleasing, don't you think?
What do you seek?
Let us hurry. The whispers grow more insistent.
Once again, you prove deserving of my admiration. Such a worthy champion.
A change of pace can be invigorating, eh, High Priest?
Such
Do not be distracted. We have more to do. Sense another relic, a trident, fought lost to the depths. It calls to me. High Priest, do you hear it too? Its song takes form. I see a harbour to the east, an ambitious pirate, greedy and proud, completely unaware of the power hidden within her hoard. This would-be Captain's hubris will not permit her to simply hand over the prize. I fear she must be taught a rather harsh lesson. That is your specialty, is it not?
The time.
Did the High Priest foresee the consequences
Hey,
of
Mishi.
their actions here? Regardless, they traveled to Freehold. Mishi can help us get there safely.
Oh, there was so much cool shit in this zone. All the witch stuff on the Alliance side was so very well done, and we never got any more of it. I need to go back and do more of it at some point. There's a load of cool enemy design. And I think that was going on with the Drust. We know they were meant to be more involved in Shadowlands, but... a shame. Quick! God damn it. I don't think we got it fast enough. Why is it done like this? Again, maybe if they had more time, or developers able to commit to this, they could have it so it was instanced individually and not just phasing you into specific areas that are still... I imagine if someone's questing around here, would they just appear nearby? You know, if someone's just down there doing their quest, would they just show up? Maybe not if everyone's being labelled as High Priest. Again, this is something that I'm sure over time they can do more work on as they add more stories to this lore walking. But again, when folks are going to be so, especially new players, so out of order and not sure how to learn these stories without just looking up a wiki, this helps an awful lot. There's the key. And boop. Give it back to Xalatath.
So many possibilities.
Is the trident in your possession? I never doubted you for a moment.
Open your mind.
Xalatath breathes in deeply and smiles. My strength grows. I can see it clearly now. Third relic we seek. Crown known as Tempest Caller. How fitting after the fall of Atagral. The gluttonous Toatana would be the one to find the artifact. He was always scuttling about the depths, seeking treasures for his collection. Toatana's greed has left him trapped within a cave he can never leave. The crown awaits us there.
Xalatath required one final artifact from the High Priest. Shall Mishi move us along?
It is no mere coincidence that our paths intersect. You are meant to find me. I was meant to find you.
I'm pretty sure you didn't have to be a priest in Battle for Azeroth.
Destiny lies before us.
I don't even know if these lines were there back then. Especially them being played as we're riding Mishi.
Make your way to the shores of Vol'dun. That is where the third prize awaits.
Vol'dun to the Vulpera and the Sneck people. Robbed were the Sekris. Should have absolutely been an allied race as well.
Tell me what you want.
Come here, silly creature. He's so big. There we go.
So many possibilities.
Crown is far more useful in our hands than the claws of an oversized bottom feeder.
The time comes.
No proof that you and I can achieve great things together, High Priest. So many possibilities.
Open your mind to
The relics are ours, as it was meant to be. There is but one more step needed for the great truths to be revealed. Naga sought to summon their storm from a place that echoes with ancient power. Though this site had countless names over the ages, you mortals know it as the Precipice of Oblivion. The whole area that is a Darkest Dungeon reference, I loved it. I will go on ahead and begin preparations. Join me there.
The time?
The pieces were falling into place. Only one task remained. Let us have Mishi hasten the journey.
The voice actor there unfortunately passed away now.
To the
Way
High
due.
Priest about the old
soon.
gods and their Black Empire. We have fought countless wars against them as they seek to turn our world to void. Finally, N'Zoth was the only one who remained. He was waiting patiently for his moment to strike.
Yep, who just parachuted in? Oh. Apparently me.
In Zalatath, N'Zoth found an unexpected collaborator.
Again, there was a whole quest line where you could get the crown of N'Zoth or the eye of it, and I certainly denied that at the time.
A stone to call forth the darkness.
Come on, give me that delicious old god Darren DePaul.
A weapon forged in the depths. A crown for the ruler of all worlds. Hear me, God of the Deep. I have brought you the Opener, the bringer of truth, the torch that lights the way. Honor our bargain. Free me to find my own fate.
Go, but the blade must remain to serve my
Same voice as that dwarf we saw earlier.
Exchange. Shadows guide you, my dear friend. We will meet again. I am certain of it.
Many expansions later.
I have dreamed your destiny, mortal. The hour is close at hand. That which was sunken shall rise.
Also Reinhardt's voice, for those unaware.
Shall be awakened. Receive my gift. And see all truths before you.
None of this is yet hinted at more than we already
Zalatath
know.
was freed from the blade and took a mortal form. Her past remained a mystery. But we lorewalkers are never satisfied with an incomplete story.
Eyes open.
Zoth's gift was a dark one indeed.
Every good story.
Well, there is more.
A hero. Eyes open. Always be
I believe the information my fellow lorewalkers and I have found is completely new. I am unsure of its importance, but perhaps you can decide.
farewell.
Seen all these. Oh, the bottom one. Tell me more about N'Zoth, his gift, and Nyalofa. There are those who would say that N'Zoth was the weakest of the old gods. A misconception, perhaps, for research would indicate that N'Zoth was responsible for many of the troubles that plagued our world. It was N'Zoth who corrupted the black dragon Neltharion into a Deathwing. N'Zoth who was responsible for twisting Queen Ajara and her highborn into Naga. It's even said that N'Zoth helped craft the Emerald Nightmare. What a weak creature, N'Zoth was still a force to be reckoned with. What about the gift? The so-called gift of N'Zoth allowed one to discern who had allied with the old god and speak with them. Indeed, it is said that his gift granted the ability to speak the language of the old gods themselves. Yet one must wonder what cost such a gift truly was. If you chose to embrace this gift, you accepted N'Zoth's dominion, did you not? I know at some level they still track that for players who at the time chose to side with N'Zoth. I don't know what came of it though. I remember doing the quest. If I did it at the time, I wouldn't have sided with N'Zoth. Tell me more about Nyalofa. Nyalofa? A home of the old gods and their minions. Not a place as much as a different reality. a vision in which the Black Empire had been restored and conquered our world. Azeroth sought to merge Azeroth with his twisted version of reality, but the heroes of our world put an end to his plans before they could succeed. You know, I don't think I've ever gone back and done that old raid of Nyalofa. The raids have so much really good architecture and just level design that I never got to see.
Jade Serpent guide you.
Many years ago, a stone tablet from Stormstrong Valley made its way into my library. It took years to break the cipher and translate the fragments of runes etched into it. I would tell you what we have pieced together. A tale of yet more treachery. Isn't it Chotel and the story of Xal'atath in there? Oh, this might be it. This might be what I don't know.
Tablet is a record of a battle from long ago, when the Black Empire ruled all.
Okay, this is where we're stepping into shit that I genuinely don't think I know.
The old gods sent all of their forces to Nyaloth to counter.
Well, this is what I was saying about awesome architecture and shit.
Xal'atath.
Oh! We are squid now. With moves.
Come forward, chosen.
Oh.
Xal'atath seeks to usurp the masters. Lord Ner'zhov will not tolerate this betrayal.
Ooh. Hang on. Boink. Anything you to say, Cho?
Find you?
No, we're good. Okay.
Every good story.
Hello, Ziffififififim.
Listen well.
You are chosen, pitiful though you are. Be grateful. Xal'atath brings with her an army of shadows and tricks. They are nothing to our evolved forms. You have been chosen, blessed with power by Ner'zhov to serve as his champion. Go now and destroy them.
For the glory of the Empire.
Lord Ner'zhov calls now upon his brethren to aid in Xal'atath's defeat. You have been chosen to make the way for them to arrive. You know what to do. Summon all the old gods? Holy shit. Xal'atath really pissed off everybody. What have we got? We got a leap, got a breath, got a reach and a heal. She's bringing literal void entities. Oh, Ner'zhov. I love his voice. Am I going down here? The Maw of Gomer. Ugh. So, if Xal'atath came from the void itself, so I know the old gods obviously were born in the void and thrust out in order to corrupt worlds and world souls. Why are they having beef with Xal'atath? Oh. Xal'atath's betrayal was inevitable. She has played her hand too soon. We will crush her. Lee. Ooh. Oh man, so many more questions. This is really cool. Okay, Shiraj next. Blah, 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 blah. Get breathed on. Oh, what's this? Do I need this? It's renaming the players. Shame that Yogg didn't get voice lines, but Yashiraj did. Curious. Again, it might be more to do with the voice acting strikes than anything else. Whee! I need to kill way more of their stuff. We just tentacle around, it's fine. And Cthulhu.
Xal'atath underestimates us.
Oh man, I know that voice in time.
To distract us have failed.
I betray them? So there's so many little questions lingering here. Okay, we still need to kill a load of these things. Probably a few too many for a background story quest. Even if you didn't have a load of other players about, we still got to be fighting stuff for a while. There's a big one down there, that probably helps. No! Please, my squid life can't end like this. Bollocks. See, we've covered all the three things and we're halfway there. Something they can adjust over time, to be fair, though. It's only been out 3 days. Mind you, this will have had testing. How many more? I did a decent amount more percent, to be fair. Come on, get rid of him. There we go. I want to know the story. I want to know. Will we see her? Like, because she won't have an elf body at this point. We'll see her true form. You are covered in the dust shade, like the blood of your enemies. Good. I have no doubt Lord Azeroth could defeat this Xalatath without the aid of his brethren, if only she had not infiltrated us so. Ooh. They are ready. The Lords hold Xalatath within the keep. You are the pebble to trigger the avalanche of their power, to end Xalatath. Go. Join them.
This creature, Xalatath, is not like Lord Azeroth and his kin. She does not appreciate their power, or our Black Empire. Show her the error of her ways.
So will she be an ethereal, an old god, like some kind of voidy being, a lesser void lord? Ooh, I'm curious. Oh, wow. He's just a void elemental of some kind.
But the very darkness that embraces
Oh, holy shit. Print screen.
For your craven selfishness, you will suffer in confinement.
He's just like a void entity. Oh man, this is really cool though. I don't remember the last time, if ever, you have seen all of the old gods just chilling.
Eternally sealed.
Bit of cutscene.
You shall only watch this world as it gains untold power without you. You shall never lay claim to it.
Oh, we know why she wanted revenge.
Eternally pathetic. You are mere pestilence, parading as lords. This is not the end of the game, only the beginning. And I have all eternity to play.
They're not a void lord either.
But that was not all Xalatath said. The tablet states she whispered in a voice only Azeroth could hear.
Ooh.
Consider what greatness could be yours if your siblings did not stand in your way. The offer stands. You need only reach out and claim it.
Hence the patch to get her out of the dagger that we just saw. all the way back then. My goodness.
This was how Xalatath became the blade.
So yeah,
of
that
the
was
Black
brand new
Empire
information.
Eons up. I fear this raises more questions than it answers. What is Xalatath? Is she related to the old gods? What does she ultimately intend to achieve? Although Xalatath's origins remain a mystery, her actions have brought harm to everyone. Perhaps that is all one needs to know in order to oppose her.
Eyes open.
What did Xalatath's last words to Nazoth mean? Did she foresee their future collaboration? Was it her plan from the start?
Thank you for listening to my tale, friend.
No problem, chat. I hope you've many, many more. We have one more to do today. Let's open these bags. Bits and bobs. Old shitty transmog that we love to have. Another book. Scanning it for information. It's basically going over what we have, but again, like the other one, putting it in my bags. The fact this collections tab does not have book section yet is a crime, and it needs to have book section. This is why I'm nervous to sell any books. I've already lost so many over the years, my bank's full of a chunk, but and we have a toy. Call upon your memory of Xalatath, her voice will occasionally echo with glee when you kill a foe. Slap that one on favourites, because one day Xalatath will be gone again. Alright, we have one more of these first three lore-walking stories to hear. The Ethereals, and very apt, because like we said, a couple of days ago they showed off the next patch, the Voices of Koresh, where we return to the, we go to the Ethereals' destroyed home planet. I recommend watching their 10-minute video, by the way. There's a lot of interesting gameplay stuff coming there. But we're going to have a quick bio break and then get on with the last of the stories. A bit longer for the morning stream, but given this will be the last morning stream for quite some time, I think it's more than apt. So stretch your legs, refill your beverage. I'll be back with you in just a few minutes. I'll see you soon. we're back. Thank you for your patience. And now, one story remains. Mysterious and elusive. The ethereals that have travelled to our world speak little of their history, yet there is much to be learned from the few things they do choose to share.
Tread lightly. Who are the ethereals? Enshrouded in mystery. We first encountered them in Outland, but that was not where they originated. Their own world, Garesh, was destroyed long ago by a monstrous creature of the void.
Soon to be raid boss bigger than Stormwind.
Left to their own devices, the ethereals traveled the cosmos in search of trade, knowledge, and vengeance for their beloved.
They're also likely to be an allied race at some point. A lot of things point towards.
Hello.
Tell me about the Protectorate.
Now listen closely to my tale.
I wonder if we're going all the way to Burning Crusades. Oh, we are.
With the Protectorate.
Oh, man.
A group of ethereals who had gathered in Neverstone.
It has been so long. Yep, we are straight up back in the Burning Crusade. Okay, nothing else from show yet. What do you know about ethereals, Fleshling? You undoubtedly view us all in the same light, oblivious to the conflicts and struggles between the differing factions. Perhaps it is time for an introduction. I am Commander Amir of the Protectorate, also your only hope of resolving the infestation of both void creatures and Ethereum in this area. Again, this will all have been written way back when, so how they tie it in is going to be interesting. What are the Ethereum? The Ethereum were the ruling class of ethereals on my homeworld of Karesh. Tragically, we were forced to evacuate Karesh shortly before Void Lord Dementius unleashed his void armies upon the world and utterly decimated all that stood in his way. For this act, the Ethereum vowed vengeance. They have been tracking Dementius ever since. The Protectorate, however, were not a reaction to Dementius. We were a reaction to the Ethereum. I don't understand. What do you mean? The Ethereum have grown dark, twisted. Vengeance has become their only recourse, and any that would stand in their way or not join their cause are considered enemies. Many saw that the Ethereum were plummeting into madness and left. Several of the Nexus princes of the Ethereum Council abandoned the Ethereum to form other groups and factions with different goals. The Consortium are one such example of an offshoot group. Protectorate are another. So what's your purpose? We feel that the Ethereum are as great a threat to our existence as Dementius. Both must be stopped. I think I understand now. Can I help with any of this? Ethereum and void creatures are a threat to our survival as well. Directly south of here, we will find the Ethereum staging grounds. The Ethereum are there, preparing for something. Perhaps an assault on Ultris. We can't take any chances though, Paladin. Break through their perimeter defences and take out their training facility. Once you've destroyed their soldiers and Captain Zovax, locate the Ethereum transponder Zeta and use it to establish contact with me to get your next steps of orders. Next set of orders.
The Ethereum, a
did I not do this back in the Burning Crusade days?
Purpose had fractured. The Protectorate suspected treachery, but more investigation was necessary.
Whoa! I didn't do any quests here? I mean, it was a long bloody time ago, and I don't think I ever came back. Oh wow, I must just have never done anything here. Well, shit. Something to sort one day is to go back and make sure I clear all these achievements. I certainly came here for archaeology. Because, like, some of the others we've done so far this morning have listed then as, like, warband completed. I wonder if this counts for completing it on the warband as well.
It's too far. I need to get closer.
Of course, they won't be tuned to level 80 at that point. some old-ass cloth. Maybe some old-ass transmog. That'd be nice. I would have gone back to Burning Crusade to get any, like, old junk transmog. Is it just me or is the screen flashing loads as we go? Got 5 assassins. Got the researcher. Who am I looking for? Shock troopers. And Captain Zovax. Where is this captain? Will spawn eventually over here. Damn, that shock trooper spawned and was just bodied. Well, now we play the way. Oh, decayed leather pants. Nope, we already have that one.
I need a target.
Ah! You free shock troopers. Come here.
I need to get closer.
I said, come here. Lovely. Now we just need to wait for the big fella. We'll hopefully be here sooner rather than later. I don't know if in old areas they changed the spawning rate like they did for future zones going forward. It was all then based on like number of players about in any given server shard, how many were in specific locales. Again, can't speak to how much of that was actually, I know there were overhauls for the game, but how much was actually put in on Burning Crusade, do not know. Oop. I should probably keep this Neverwind cloth and whatnot, but I'm not going to. Oh, I nearly missed him. Jesus. We must gather whatever data they've stored in the area. Look around you, fleshling. Very close to this transponder should be an Ethereum data cell. Locate that data cell, open it, and retrieve the contents. Bring it back to the transponder at once.
The Ethereum are meticulous record keepers. Evidence of the Ethereum's treachery had to exist somewhere.
Whoop. With people leveling up characters through it as well. Well, those of us like me going back through. You hold the data cell out so Amir can read the plans. Nothing. Damn them, they're clever, but not quite as clever as Amir. What I'm about to ask you to do is quite dangerous. I'll understand if you don't want to continue, fleshling. They're using relays to transfer information around the staging grounds. There is only one way for you to see these relays and extract the information they hold. Unfortunately, doing so may cause you irreparable brain damage. If you're still interested, you'll need to slay Ethereum here at the staging grounds and take their essences. Once you have an essence, drink it down. It will temporarily allow you to see an Ethereum relay, giving you enough time to destroy a relay and extract its information. No, don't hostiles detect end transmission. God damn it.
Of course, it was not that simple. The Ethereum used relays to exchange information, which meant that one had to intercept the relays to extract that information as evidence.
Oh, the others can still see me. Got to use these man and worm models. It's for 5 minutes. Could be enough time. Num 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 num. Screen is flickering. It's not just me, right? Perhaps that's just something about the visuals in Neverstorm. Get off me. I need this. There we go. Praetorian's reason for existence is now fully realized. The Ethereum are not here to hunt Dementius. They are here to become the Void. They are manipulating the Void energy at this Mana Forge to bond their own energy into a creature known as a Nexus Stalker. They are undoubtedly using a proto-accelerator to complete this transformation. The Ethereum are using Void energy to turn themselves into an abomination known as a Nexus Stalker. We must destroy the Mana Forge energy tube powering proto-accelerator. I'm sending one of my demolitionists out to place a disruptive device. Just make sure no harm comes to him as he's placing the disruptor. Keep him protected. He will not fight back if enemies attack him. He is only a holographic image. The image can be destroyed.
Unthinkable, but true. The Ethereum was attempting to embrace the very same void that had destroyed the ethereal homeworld so long ago. Oh, their efforts had to be stopped.
Is Cho kind of keeping the pace going? I, the second son of Koresh, look at this place. I can only imagine what Sahadar is planning. Come, let us keep going. I'm under attack. I repeat, I am under attack. Oh boy, everyone in a line. I mean, this is the nature of it being an MMO. This much void waste and runoff. Toxic void horror can't be too far behind. Oh, kit him out. Goddamn escort quests. You don't see too many of them in WoW these days. For good reason. Look there, fleshling. Saladar's conduits. He's keeping well fed. And we saw in the trailer for the ethereal stuff a lot of all this with modern models and such, and you got to remember, every new piece of content that comes out will all have assets that can be used for player housing. It's gonna be good. An ethereal house? Don't think I do particularly, but you know, options. Done. Back up. Back up. Looks like my work here is done. Report back to the hollow image of Amir over at the transponder. Thanks to you, their plans are in ruin. Now only one thing remains. Salhadar. I have in my possession another disruptor. One capable of destroying the 3 conduits that surround Salhadar. Once the conduits are destroyed, the protective force that fields will be down. This act will strike at you with a ferocity you have never witnessed before. If you're willing to rid the world of Salhadar, I'll give you the disruptors. Yes, please. And
it's too far away. I'm out of range.
What am I looking for? Specific order?
It's too far away.
Do I have to be inside?
I need to get closer.
Do you mean game?
I'm out of range.
Is it just happening around me? Or because other players have been doing it? Yep, there we go. Okay, now it's letting me do them all.
a target.
What do you mean I don't have a target?
I need to target something first.
Oh, he's about to attack, that's why. Prepare to enter Oblivion, meddlers. You have unleashed a god. And we would go on to kill many. Oh god, it spawned 3 of him. There we go. Ethereum prevail. What? Is he really dead? Destroyed? It has been 1,000 years, maybe more, since Salhadar began his crusade to exterminate all that would stand in his way. I can hardly believe that this is the last we'll see of him. ... You have done us all a great service, and for that, you'll be rewarded.
Although Salhadar may have been defeated, there was an even greater threat to contend with. Immense years.
There's a lot of talk over the years that, hey, we just killed him in a dungeon. Didn't seem that all world consuming.
Greetings.
More questions about the Ethereals. Tell me more about this Nexus King Salhadar. Nexus King Salhadar ruled the Ethereals after Dementius destroyed their home of Koresh. Intent on his people's survival, Salhadar led to other worlds? Led them to other worlds, I think that's meant to say. Oh no. Get him. He encouraged those loyal to him to seek revenge, even if they needed to use the Void to achieve it. But the power of the Void overcame even his desire to seek vengeance on Dementius. Power, it seemed, was all he craved now. What about Neverstorm itself? According to the locals, the shattered fragments that make up Neverstorm used to be a lush island called Faralhorn. This was, of course, before the planet of Draenor shattered into what is now called Outland. Here, the energies of the Twisting Nether and the physical realm bleed together into a most chaotic landscape. Some have discovered ways to harness the Twisting Nether's energy, though not necessarily for good. The Blood Elves, led by Kel'Thas Sunstrider, built massive mana forges here, using them to siphon magic. The more they bled the Nether, the more unstable the region became, as you can see. Well, tell me about Dementius then.
Every good story needs a hero. Long ago, Dementius shattered the ethereal homeworld of Garesh. And now, he threatened Outland as well. The Protectorate would not let this happen.
Atop Manaforge Ultris lies the tear in the Nether that Void Lord Dementius came through. That tear provides Dementius with a link to the Void, rendering him immune to physical harm. We can get a lock on the conduit that Dementius is using to keep himself phased out of this plane of existence. We can destroy it, and then destroy Dementius. To do this, we're going to first need you to collect Void fragments of Dementius from the Void creatures that he sends out to do his dirty work. Sure thing. Go boot some little Void blobules. Their fancy lanterns. Do Warlocks gain... I know you can customize your demon pets these days. Did Warlocks ever get the capability of doing so where they could get them with the fancy little Void things? And they have lanterns these days. I simply haven't checked. Oh, I didn't realise that was a physical object to land on. That doesn't count. Oh boy, Burning Crusade farms.
It's too far away.
Didn't he make it in time? Sadness. Get out of it, sludge. Give me it. A number came up, but no dice. Two more. Box. They go down so fast. Oh, it's not a guaranteed drop as well. God damn it, Burning Crusade. This is why I don't want to play Classic. So many quests where you're just waiting for a quest thing to spawn. It does not make the game better. It makes things annoying. One more. There you go. Get a tag. Help people where you can. Robbed! You see the number of people spawning the boss to be killed. There we go. Excellent. With these fragments, we can calibrate a bomb that will destroy the void conduit atop Ultris. With the void conduit destroyed, Mencius' connection with the void will be severed, and he will be left defenseless. Your brave actions have forced Amir to react. He has deployed Captain Sahid and the Avengers. The Avengers? Now all that is left to do is to destroy Dementius. When you are ready, I will call for Sahid. If he is not currently fighting another battle, he will be awaiting orders from you directly east of here. Let him know when you are ready to fight, and he will put his troops in motion. I wish you luck, Fleshling. We have hunted Dementius for 1,000 years.
The Protectorate used
And it'd take 15 more.
of Dementius to disable a conduit that gave Dementius a link to
Captain.
the void and physical immunity. Only then could they launch a final assault.
Fleshling, I am Captain Sahid of the Protectorate, and these soldiers that stand by me are my Avengers. We await orders from the Fleshling who destroyed the Void Conduit. On that Fleshling's word, we will make our way up to Dementius' lair and wait for the word to make a final strike. Too long it has been. The Void Lord will soon face our combined might. I am that Fleshling. Let's go. You heard the Fleshling? Move out! Look at their silly face walk. Blump, blump, blump. I mean, that must have been some fancy little tech thing to do back in the day. It would have looked a lot more convincing back then, to be fair. We're ready, Captain. Oh, he's already dead. Wasn't even a dungeon boss. Formation! Time for your destruction has finally come, Dementius. Time only has meaning to mortals. Insect. Dementius is infinite. Yeah, given it's going to be the next major boss. I hunger. Feed me the power of this forge, my children. Nope, I don't think you will. Oh, bonk. Huzzah! We are victorious. Dementius is no more. Report back to the Professor, hero. I will. For 1,000 years, all we have known is conflict. We've defended our people from the attacks of both void creatures and ethereal alike. Now, one of our most hated enemies lies dead. Finally, I give you the thanks of 100 million ethereals, Fleshling.
It was done. Dementius was defeated. Though some questioned whether he was truly gone.
Aye, well.
How does today find you?
Tell me more about Dementius. The all-devouring is a terrifying entity. A void lord that destroyed the ethereal homeworld of Koresh long ago. Little of known is how he first discovered Koresh, but the result was much the same as you see here. The world was rent asunder. Koresh was not the only place attacked by this being. A world called Karakora also suffered. Am I meant to remember that? But the Naru Teru arrived to protect it. Teru sacrificed its own life to save the world's inhabitants. Unfortunately, the Ethereals were not as fortunate. The Ethereals escaped Koresh and swore vengeance on Dementius for what he had done. That quest for vengeance would soon turn to darker pursuits.
Tread lightly.
With Salhadar and Dementius defeated, it seemed the largest problems facing the Ethereals had at last been resolved.
Farewell.
Ooh, Locust Walker. That's Illyria's mentor. While the Protectorate of Outland may have stopped Dementius and Salhadar, the Ethereum remained. As Salhadar had wished, it chose to embrace the Void. Not just embrace it, become it. It twisted them into shadows of themselves, consumed with the pursuit of power. But there was one Ethereal, Locust Walker, that sought to harness the Void for more altruistic purposes. His history is entwined with an elf from our world, Valeria Windrunner.
The Ethereum may have sought the Void for the sake of power, but one Ethereal learned to wield it for more altruistic purposes.
Go on then.
Eyes open.
How much of this will be unique and how much of it will be retelling stuff we've seen in Illyria's bits of story?
At least he would have us believe. We first met Locust Walker.
Yeah, we did meet him through Argus.
Where he reunited with his former student.
I was hoping we were getting some first-time student bonding. It's a rare up there. Hang on, Cho. I didn't spend loads of time on Argus. Oh, god damn it, you can't fly here! No! I never got pathfinding here! Assuming you could even get it here. I don't know if you could. Oh, I fucked it. I'd like to get back onto the platform, please. Ah, there we go. Okay, focus on the mission.
It is a good day for a hunt.
Locust Walker taught me all that I know about the Void, and he still has more to teach me. If he is here, then the Ethereal's presence only intrigues me further. I'd thought him the only one of his kind, and now I have seen another tangling with the Void. Come, we must play his game if we want to learn what he knows. He appears to have gone towards the Umbra Hollows to the north.
Aim true. This way.
Speedy on her feet. I vaguely remember questing it. There was so much cool items and transmog that I never ended up getting because I just didn't spend as much time as I would have wanted to.
But we mustn't be seen. Follow.
Explain yourself.
Wasn't this a quest where you could get detected and get sent to the beginning?
Such impatience.
He's obviously going to be there next patch.
I believe you will find the answers you seek on the other side.
Blood Elf, why are you naked? Come on. Each to their own. Less of a transmog, more of a stripping down. I have some vague memories of avoiding getting spotted by some of this garbage.
It is all about perspective.
Where am I going? What am I doing? I'm going that way first, apparently. Stealth missions. You've seen any of the stealth games we've played on stream, like Maka and Ninja? Well, no, I'm not very good at being stealthy. No, you saw nothing. Was the fella who came in and took the heart from Gallywix, was he a Void Ethereal? He opened a Void portal, so it might well have been. I just can't remember.
Disappointment. Was I really your best student?
I had hoped to find at least one promising soul on this rock.
I have not turned away from that path. You know why I resisted.
Gently does it. Nope, no intruder. Nope, nothing, no one. Saw nothing. All was good. Goodbye.
I need to finish what I started, Locust Walker.
Their voice work is... Sometimes they have a voice line they say, sometimes they don't. Odd.
What are you talking about?
He's clearly talking about your family. Lyria seems momentarily speechless. Yeah, I have done these before. Thank you, Warband Button.
The shadows can be...
I think you understand what he was trying to show us. I feel a surge of power building ahead. We must be cultivating the void, calling it here. We need to stop them before they plunge this entire city into shadow. Find the source, cut it off by any means necessary. Locust Walker and I have unfinished business to attend to.
Terrellian trusts me to make hard decisions, and I him.
As you have surely gathered by now, a certain subset of my people tragically succumbed to the call of the void.
How can you expect to embrace the shadow with the light shining so brightly at your side?
Without the light, there is no shadow, teacher.
Hopefully she gets through midnight with that sentiment. I'd hoped to find more who possess the necessary strength of mind. I'm disappointed to find such an utter lack of resistance. It cannot be helped. To advance your cause and mine, we'll need to eradicate these weak-willed beings.
May you keep your sanity.
Here we go, I'm murdering again.
Welcomes you.
I don't know if this was the gap between the ethereals we saw on Outland and then the ones here. There must have been the occasion. Obviously, there's the ethereals who came to start robbing us blind with transmog. The greedy gold muggering bastards. Need to give me my money back. Personal gripes aside, I don't remember any others off the top of my head. At least not in like a full storyline sense. Probably was an encampment here and there in the odd zone, but this was certainly a much bigger deal when they finally appeared like all voidy and out to kill us.
And it is black.
I disagree.
Locust Walker had hoped that there were others of his kind interested in his studies, but the Shadow God were too far gone. They had let the call of the void consume them entirely.
Thank you, Joe.
This was all the evidence Valeria needed to prove just how dangerous attempting to master the void would be. Yet, perhaps it was worth the danger.
Understand. This changes.
I'm out of range.
Nothing! I know in one of the dungeons around this zone, there was like a cache of like really specific Army of Light, Draenei looking transmog that I never ended up getting to. Very upsetting. One day. So many little bits of transmog that I simply didn't know about at the time. I wasn't reading as extensively. I do need to go back and have a look. Out of my way, blobs, with quests to hand in. Shoot. No, don't explode, please. There we go.
What news?
We buy time, but nothing more.
Keep your gaze fixed on your target.
It is good to know we can share a common goal. Perhaps I'll find some use for your kind yet.
Do go on.
Alphafoth. That's not how you pronounce it for sure. We're only a demigod. Now Alphafoth's presence haunts the dark corners of Eridath. After some consideration, I have decided to allow Illyria another opportunity to pursue her destiny. I suppose you want to know what that means, mortal? Lorewalker laughs. Meet us in the Shadow Guard camp ahead. My brethren are preparing a summons that will provide adequate energy for Windrunner to begin again. Witness what happens when you harness the Void's power.
Flesh is fickle.
Well,
Windrunner.
There you go.
What say you?
Show me the path. I am ready to walk it.
Right this way.
Oh, they got attacked.
I won't let you. I am not your...
I curse you.
Oh, we already came in at the end of it. That's fine.
Be gone, wretched darkness.
Especially for story stuff, I get wanting to keep it feeling like an MMO and have other people about, but at the same time, it makes it a little more difficult to get every beat. Still, this is a system they can continue to work on.
This is no mere token, Illyria.
We eat?
Take it, and you will be one step closer to your destiny.
See the path clearly.
I understand. Thank you. Both of you.
I think for anyone new to the game who missed Legion, this helps like get up to speed on Illyria as well.
Farewell.
Illyria takes the heart in her hands. This is the next step. Thank you for bringing me to this point.
Keep your gaze fixed on
Hi,
the
Joe.
target.
How does today find you? Tread lightly.
Locust Walker's intentions do indeed seem to be good. There are those who question both him and Illyria to this day.
Unlike the Shadow God, Locust Walker mastered the void without succumbing to its whispers. And he then taught Illyria how to do the same.
Ah! We're going to Shadowlands to see the brokers. Again, I played bits of Shadowlands. It became hard to, not because I wasn't necessarily enjoying myself, but because the discourse became so toxic and vitriolic. It's hard to enjoy a game, TV show, or movie when all you hear whenever you're trying to engage with it is... There's plenty wrong with Shadowlands. There was also plenty to collect, and plenty I was reasonably aight with. So I didn't engage with every patch. So a lot of the stuff... I remember Venari was the broker who was helping us in the mall. But I never did the mega dungeon that was like a broker marketplace, I think. So there's a lot of gaps there. So I'm curious. The Ethereals are most fascinating indeed. But in my studies I've encountered another race of creatures who share many similarities with the Ethereals. I feel we should speak of them as well. The brokers. They share a nomadic nature, a desire to collect rare and unusual antiquities, and a penchant for trade. Yet the brokers do not exist on Azeroth. Instead, they dwell in the Shadowlands, the land of death.
Interestingly, the Ethereals share many of their unique traits with another group we have encountered, the Brokers.
But tell me about them, Cho. Each of these stories, by the way, has taken just over an hour for each one, which is not bad, all things considered.
The Brokers were first encountered not in any ordinary city, but in Oribos, a city in the realm of death. There, they offered trade, bargains, and opportunities.
Oh yeah, make this my home. No, I think we're good.
Please, do see me again.
More Walker, I have a message. An individual has a proposition for you, specifically. I know nothing of the details, only that they asked to meet you towards the back of Idilia.
Fortune and wealth to you.
I can't remember this at all. I've completed it, judging by what that said. I can't remember it at all.
Ah, you have arrived.
Al-Dahil, it is a pleasure to meet you.
Farewell. I am Al-Dalir, a humble collector of artifacts, here to present you with an opportunity.
Son of a bitch with the black trench coat. One day. One day when I spend 12 hours grinding for it.
It would benefit us both if she did not. Good luck with your
I am the foremost expert on broker culture. However, relationships between cartels are complicated and unstable. Cartel so holds a small presence here in Oribos, which means the other cartels may have knowledge that I do not. Ask around. With your renown, surely they'll have whatever information we are missing.
Cartel Al thanks you for your patronage. Let me know if
The leader of Cartel Sol represents a grave danger to the Shadowlands Lorewalker. Her name is Soleil. She seeks to assemble an artifact of the first ones and use its power for selfish ends. Pieces of the relic are said to be hidden on your homeworld. Brokers have never before found our way there, but if Soleil does, then Azeroth too is imperiled. We must intercept her. There is cargo nearby marked for Cartel Sol. Perhaps the manifest will give us clue as to their leader's whereabouts.
Farewell, my friend.
Sure, we'll go have a look. We'll go have a look. Where am I going? All about Oribos. I hope the Oribos is fixed now. So that you can actually bring an alt here and, like, go and spend honor tokens and shit. For a while, unless you did it at the very start of the game or your main came here, it was buggered to get here on an alt. What can you tell me about Cartel Sol?
Avoids meddling in the affairs of others. It is to protect business. I am sure you understand.
Yeah, sure. Gonna be traipsing about.
Everything is negotiable.
Lorewalker, how may I be of service to one of your kind? I trust my kin have found ways to make your stay here more comfortable. Like you, this is a temporary home for us, but it seems our own purposes intersect here.
Until our next trend.
We have little to gain from lesser cartels. Whatever Cartel Al and Cartel So are bickering over, it is not our concern.
Boy, hey Bolvar, how you doing? I'll see you in Last Titan. I've no doubt you'll be there. We'll take Icecrown with you. We'll make it a home base. Darian! Hey Taliesin, how you doing? Love them to bits.
All goods and services for sale.
Time to collect some PvP gear. Because Shadowlands, say what you want about Shadowlands, there is some unique and gorgeous transmog here. I'm really excited for Legion Remix, don't get me wrong. But one day, Shadowlands Remix, and putting through all the chaff, and so many different things to collect. Oh, can't wait.
Remember,
it seemed as though the different broker cartels were just as varied as the Ethereals, as was each cartel's motive for doing business.
I never really understood how to collect cosmetics in this expansion on one character. Like, do I swap Covenant, collect its cosmetics, then swap back, and then I don't have access to them? How does that affect my alts? Do the alts have to pick a Covenant and then I get access to those cosmetics? Are my alts just able to equip any of them? Like, I literally just never did the research, so I've never been bothered in all those farms.
You have been seen with Al-Dalir. A word of caution. Choose your friends carefully, and your enemies more so.
Now I need to go around and to the back. I think having the hub linked to separate areas helped in a bad way. Oh, Thrasian and Coltera. They're together in all but name. They are delightful boyfriends. I'm sure we'll see them again in Last Titan too.
Shall we discuss terms?
What am I doing here? I'm taking your shipping documents.
That is the property of Cartel Sword!
Tough shit! I mean, we are the ones just coming up and stealing. Background. Also wasn't the most intuitive city, like, capital to get around with. Because you're constantly mounting, being dismounted, you can't fly here. When you're not enjoying an expansion, those little grievances go from minor annoyances to the whole time. And again, not being able to really fly straight through the zones and having them interconnected, I think, played a big part in it too. Right, Al, we're here.
Trust me, I am a
How
professional.
rude. They should be aware of who they are talking to. I apologize for my kin, Lorewalker.
Good luck with your adventures.
Tazavesh, the Veiled Market. An interesting choice of locations. So I'm pretty sure Tazavesh is the mega dungeon coming again next patch. But again, because it was a mega dungeon, I never did it solo, so I never went there. Same with the one in Dragonflight. I think I've done Gnome Regard now at some point.
Let me know if you need anything.
We brokers have found that it's in our best interest to remain mobile and discreet. A number of our cities and outposts are tucked away in the in-between, capable of moving from place to place. Much to my chagrin, it seems I have lost track of Tazavesh. I believe our best course of action is to ask Cartel Tar for access. They pride themselves on keeping track of such things. Let's try our luck with those at the night market in Revendreth. They may be more forthcoming than their Oribos kin.
Cartel Tazavesh can be an elusive city to reach. But surely, someone at the night market will aid our journey.
Tell me about this night market, Cho.
Jade Serpent guide you.
Whee! No Misha for us to ride around on this time.
The night market resided in Revendreth, another land of the dead. It was also perhaps the place where coordinates for the mysterious city of Tazavesh could be found.
Lorewalker, my friends here have been unusually taciturn. Perhaps you will have better luck.
Come back if you need anything.
You seek information that requires a transaction.
I know our endeavors will prove profitable.
Well, I indeed know the location of the Veiled Market. I fear I can do little in terms of providing you with transportation to it. In return for your assistance with a task, I can send you to someone who can assist us both. There is a bounty hunter at Transfer Station, Tar, a broker enclave in Bastion. He is better suited to help you, and he owes me a shipment. Meet with Tao Ku and tell him that Ta and Nia sent you. For your convenience, I can offer the use of a portal. After all, we are partners, yes?
Always, your help is most appreciated. I am quite overwhelmed at the moment, as you can see.
Nope. Didn't I click it? Just whoosh.
Information was not so easily procured. Thus began a journey to yet another realm of the dead. This time, the idyllic hills of Bastion, home of the winged Kyrian.
Your patronage is always
Well,
appreciated.
Niall requested something very specific on behalf of a client. The Kyrian have been working on a new type of Centurion they call an Aquilion. I sent some of our trade specialists to retrieve the prototype in question, but they have yet to return. Until I have the item, there is obviously no way I can ship it to Tal now. Perhaps we can help one another. If you can locate the Aquilion and bring it here, I will help you reach Tazavesh.
Until our next transaction.
Again, I'm trying to really keep it in my head. The perspective of a new player, right? You're being shown multiple expansions, different characters, different places. just think it's really cool.
We may have to use force. I'm excited to see you in action.
It's already dead, Al. We're waiting for it to spawn. Swig of his beverage. Make sure you all do the same out there. Keep yourselves hydrated. I mean, I suppose my criticism of wanting it just solo avoids situations like this, but again, especially if you're new to the game, you see other people doing this and you're like, oh, it is an MMO. Even doing these little story things. Wow, the many people. Look at what they're wearing, look at what they're doing. That's why people watching in MMOs is always one of the best parts. Just seeing other folks. And obviously, it's a different vibe. In Classic, when you see someone in crazy armor, you know, oh, they have gone and got that armor. Whereas in Retail, for me, it is, oh wow, look at that crazy transmog. What am I doing here?
I acquired some blueprints from one of the smugglers. Let me see.
No, what am I pressing here? It's alright, it just seems to be going forwards. I don't remember this quest.
Use the lever, Lorewalker.
Which one's the lever? That noise was like someone just pulling a belt.
Levers.
I don't think I'm
A
done.
sharp strike to the head always works.
The really unbalanced sound effect.
There are no operating instructions. Try hitting it.
Such a loud
A
spanner.
sharp strike to the head always works.
Ah! Suddenly through the world. I think I have one of these mounts. We did it.
For you.
Perfect. This will put us back on schedule.
Perhaps now would be
Your
a
side
good
of the
time
deal
for
is
me to
done,
mention that
Lorewalker.
I may not
Now
be quite
for your payment.
welcome in
My cartel
Tazavesh.
runs a ferry that travels between Oribos and
Fear
Tazavesh.
not.
Its
I
purpose
have
is
a way
to
I can
transport
travel
cargo.
beside you unrecognized. We will meet aboard the ferry.
Al, I'm still reading. But as in all things, there are exceptions. Take this coin to Tal Mary, and you'll be provided safe passage to the market. What happens after that is up to you. Tauku bows, uttering a sound that seems almost like a chuckle.
It was time to return to Oribos. Let's have Mishi take us there.
Thank you, Mishi.
Passage to Tazavesh was gained at last.
Was it going to run me through like a section of the mega dungeon, or again, never did the mega dungeon, so I can't remember if there was a quest line there or not.
With your attention.
Let me guess. Tauku sent you my way, yes? Temeri looks at the coin you offer. So you seek travel to Tazavesh. Not something we typically offer an outsider, but since payment has been accounted for, it would be my pleasure to assist you. Step aboard, and do remember to keep any appendages inside the craft at all times. The currents of the in-between can be fickle.
Death is the ultimate transaction.
Take me to Tazavesh.
A barge, capable of traversing the in-between. It is technology such as this that reminds me of the Ethereals, my friend.
Well, from the trailer they spoke of the next patch. Like, Venari and some brokers are teleporting a part of Tazavesh to where the Ethereal... So how Venari and the brokers can teleport an area out of the Shadowlands and into Koresh is a big question in and of itself. I love the architecture though. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I came here and it said, oh, this is a mega dungeon, and then never did it, so. Nearly trouble.
Al-Dalil was a most curious soul, but he offered a way into the city and a deeper look at the inner workings of broker culture.
Halt. Only citizens and registered clients are allowed through this point. I seek entrance.
All non-citizens must accept the required customs check. We must tend to a matter of great importance inside. Perhaps
Get your mammoth mount away from the door. Why do people do this?
all non-citizens must accept the required customs check. If you insist, customs it is. Follow me, Lorewalker.
Bitch Joe. That's the bit I haven't seen.
Scheme. But that is a story for another time.
Sure, I can go back and solo it these days, to be fair.
There is another broker of whom we must speak. Her name was Venari. Much like Aldalir, she worked on her own.
Oh yeah, I did sod all of this. Yeah, because it was only on Mythic difficulty because it was a mega dungeon.
Greetings.
I have some more questions about the brokers. Oh no, he's just asking about Ouroboros, that's fine. Tell me about Venari. I remember really liking Venari, but I didn't max her rep out to full. Because in between, before the 0.1 patch came out of Shadowlands and the final patch, that period in the middle I'd stopped playing. So there was too many grinds when I came back to actually do.
Ah, my new partner. Let us see how long.
She's got some great voice acting. It is preferable when an investment pays off. That I will not do justice to, but we'll try.
Will that be all, Lorewalker?
I've done this bit. Corphia is ripe with... Oh, this was like the intro to Corphia, which was like the 0.1 patch, I believe.
Procure something.
It's ripe with opportunity. Look at all these intriguing objects. In anticipation of such wonders, I have come prepared. Let us find a suitable location and establish a more permanent connection between this place and my refuge. Our work together is not yet finished.
I will detain you
Ready.
no longer. We have need of open space, but not too exposed to prying eyes.
Yeah, I came here, did this intro, gained access to all these dailies, maybe did them once or twice, and then that was it.
This will do. Now, Lorewalker, kindly activate the device with a touch of your anima.
Boop.
Ah, it worked. As I knew it would, of course.
No, of course.
Oh dear, I seem to have left my back in that musty cave. Retrieve it for me and we shall depart.
Ah, let Mishi free you from your burdens and make this trip more quickly.
But I'm carrying a cushion, Joe. Fine.
Venari was unusual indeed. She resided in the Maw, the darkest, most dangerous part of the realm of death. Still, an alliance was built with her over time. And although it was unlikely she would call anyone friend, those that did her the most favors were the ones most favored in turn.
I can't remember wherever I got her to. I got reps, Shadowlands. Venari, I got her to Cordial, which was 5 out of 6. So I did a bit with her then.
There you are. I trust my back.
Oh man, you had to walk it all the way here?
Come along then. We have much to do.
Surely not. Surely it wasn't that crazy.
I have limitless time. You
I'll take my bag
do
now.
not.
A worthwhile trip that has opened so many possibilities. Venari digs through the heavy bag and pulls out a few unusual objects.
Do not draw the jailer's eye.
Interesting. Oral sequencers and an ethereal cloak.
A very
You hang on to those.
profitable effort indeed.
Ooh, look at that dialogue. Venari judges your warband more worthy. So they had to go back and change that. I have a suspicion they will prove useful. Ah, and something special for me as well, if I am not mistaken, and I am so rarely am. This is a projection mechanism, very handy. And what's this? A transportation device of some kind. We should test it immediately. And by we, of course I mean you.
Discover more secrets. Then we can talk.
Take this opportunity to sell some crap. Get rid of old cloth. I know I'm going to need it in the future, but we will farm old cloth in the future. It is fine. Nothing else I had to worry about, though.
Return only if you must. This is no time for
The bag wasn't yours.
Lorewalker. Come, we have much to do.
You've just got me to steal something, Venari.
You were transferred, yes?
Mm-hmm. Honk. Aldraxis Torios. A fancy mount.
Interesting. I've made an adjustment to the device to
I don't know if I was meant to do this. Wait. I wasn't. I was about to go off somewhere. And again, I'm pretty sure even... I don't know if they ever got some kind of pathfinding in the Moor. Oh, I'm confused now. Was I meant to click a button and go back again? No. The thing's over there. We're good.
Yes. This projection device is already proving useful. Now, about that travel attempt of yours. Or to try again.
Sure, we'll hit the button again. Whee!
Do you feel the maw tearing at your
Does it
mind?
sound right there with you exploring, with no risk to me?
I will detain you no longer.
This projector is certainly useful. A safe landing, I perceive.
Do not throw the jailers on.
Oh, hey, Cho. What's happening?
Hello.
Do you have a question? Thank you for telling me this story.
Tread lightly.
Yeah, that's all set up because we know the Ethereal and the Broker are coming. Be curious what they have to say. Oh! There's a Broker right here, in Donegal. What the fuck? Wait. I find it fascinating indeed how much these two races have in common, don't you?
Oh? Who is this?
Oh!
An excellent tale, and pertinent. Venari has need of your aid, hero.
Well, shit. If the lorewalking can be used to pull in characters as well as tell stories about them, the possibilities.
Let's not waste time.
I apologize for interrupting your conversation, mortal. But it was your discussion that drew Venari's attention. She hears much, after all, especially when her name is involved. I have been sent with an objective for you. To deliver to Locust Walker. He's an ethereal that dwells within Telegraph Rift. I believe the Void Elves of your world also reside there. There's no need to travel. I'll provide you with a portal where you must go. Will you assist her in this task? Yes.
Thank you for your call. I do not recommend you keep her waiting.
Is Venari there? What a tease for the next patch. Whee! Now let us bring Cho! Yeah, because they're... Yeah. Last we saw this place, it was dealing with shit from Xalatath. Hey, Locust Walker. How you doing?
What is that you carry, mortal?
A delivery for me. This is most curious. Very well. Let me have it then. And you have my thanks for helping fend off the Shadow Guard.
Embrace the void.
A broker sent you with this device, and they were sent to you by Venari. This does not bode well. Does it not?
Oh, as I suspected. The Shadow Guard are after you as well?
They're both being attacked. Wait, why do the Shadow Guard...
I have not seen you since the destruction of our world. As I preferred it.
What do you mean?
such fangs, Locust Walker. You wound me. Yet unfortunate as it may be, it seems we must work together one last time.
Were they just there on their world as it was breaking?
Come. We have much to discuss.
Yeah, we do. Include me.
For you, my capable courier.
No.
Return to your storyteller with my thanks.
No. Explain yourselves, the pair of you.
Have you come to trade or to waste your breath?
Did you think I would not know stories were being told about me? You only survive in my position by being exceedingly cautious. Concealment is everything.
Will that be all, Mo Walker?
It seems the Shadow Guard are determined to stop us from speaking. Damn it, you two, explain. Are brokers just another offshoot of Ethereals? Are they dead Ethereals? Why were you there when the planet went down? So many questions that will be answered in 2 months' time. Possibly, to a degree, maybe.
The Ethereals and the brokers both hail from Karesh?
No!
Is it possible they were once one people? Oh, fascinating.
I know, Cho.
Although the Ethereals are not the most forthcoming, their history is one of survival in the face of horrors beyond imagining. Their world was destroyed, yet they still managed to thrive. Perhaps one day we will learn more of their story. But for now, we must admire
Next patch, you
their
jammy
resilience
get.
and
You know.
strive for it ourselves. And now, I shall add this final chapter you uncovered to my tale. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you, Cho, for the story.
Tread lightly.
Veni vidi venari. So, Locust Walker and Venari knew each other. Are you certain, my friend? It seems my research was not unfounded after all. I sought to expand your knowledge of the Ethereals, but you have expanded mine instead. Have my thanks.
Thank you for listening to my tale, friend.
It was a pleasure, Cho. I hope you get many more throughout the remaining lifespan of this game. Whether that's throughout this trilogy or many more to come, they can just keep adding to that and keep it going. Which will be absolutely delightful. We have another book, which basically goes over what we've seen. Yep. For an eventual bookshelf, they will be kept. And our toy Koresh memory crystal, where we ethereal and have some animations. Not enough to say they're ready for player models yet, but still. Alright, well, I enjoyed all of that. I really do look forward to what they can achieve with that over the years. Like any lore character in the game, of big significance, of small significance, it does not matter. You can do any number of stories with that. Whether or not it's a big development team that gets assigned to that remains to be seen. Trying to get it working without things bugging out might prove difficult. We only had one small bug where one of the Arthas ones went a little bit higgledy-piggledy, but it worked out in the end. But I think, both in terms of newer players, returning players, and folks who've just forgotten, an excellent way to deliver story in a game where getting a start-to-finish story is so difficult these days, especially for a new player. When you hit those leveling marks, you're flying through zones faster than anything, and then getting teleported to the latest expansion, you never truly get to ingest a story. So having Arthas there, you know, as streamlined as it is, it does a lot to give you the bones of that story, and, you know, then either go into more of the quests, go back to Northrend, read the book, that kind of thing. I think it's a good thing, and I think for today, that will be us. We've gone on a little long, which is fine, because as I said earlier, this will be the last Good Morning Azeroth for quite some time. I've really enjoyed streaming, and I've enjoyed doing these little morning streams with folks, leaving it more as a, you know, an open forum, as it were, for folks to come in and hang out in a morning. Obviously, when there was new story and when the new expansion dropped, it was a lot more immediately heavy going at what's in front of us, like it has been today. But nevertheless, it's been a fun space for that. And going forward, while I get back on the job hunt, just a few things to note. I'm going to finish Expedition 33. Those streams will still be regular. WoW streams will be a lot more intermittent. It will probably just be coming back for new story beats, new patches, like, you know, when the new patch comes out, there'll be new story and side quests to engage with, and exploring a new zone. We'll do a bit of that. There'll be stuff like player housing or Legion remix, which I'll do 1 or 2 streams of, but we will not be the regular first thing in the morning as we've been. But I want to say thank you very much to everyone who's watched this regularly and come along and joined in. It means the world to me. And although streaming hasn't worked out in terms of something financially within this first year, it's still something I want to do and spend some time on, so I will from time to time. And then once Expedition 33 is done, things will get a little more intermediate from there. That's the wrong word. A little more spaced out from there, I suppose, but I won't just drop off the face of the earth, for what it's worth. With that said, for this morning then, I will say thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed yourselves, don't forget to hit that like button. Helps push the video through the algorithm so more folks could come hang out, play some games with us. Again, it'll be the last one for quite some time, but you can find playlists to all the games we've already covered, including a variety of WoW patches, right here on the channel to binge to your heart's content. So until the next time, folks, much love, take care, enjoy your weekend, and bye-bye.
So I have this idea for a great movie.
Oh, the best joke to end on.
Two gnomes who find a bracelet of power, and they have to take it to the burning steps and cast it into the cauldron. They form the Brotherhood of the Bracelet. Along the way, they're trailed by a murloc named Gotham, who's obsessed with the bracelet, and 9 bracelet boogeymen. It could be a 3-parter called Ruler of the Bracelet. The first part would be called The Brotherhood of the Bracelet, followed by a couple of towers, with a climactic ending called, Hey, the King's Back. Farewell. Thank you. Woo woo! Chug 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 chug! Woo woo!